I'm back. Took a little nap. Woke up. You guys, the first thing on my mind. Wow, the dedication. I'm here. Drinking water. What's going on? Who's up? Who's with me? Who's up? Who's with me? Who's up? Who's with me? Good morning. Late night, early morning, man. Can't be number one for no reason, man. I went to sleep, had a whole dream about the chat. I'm like, let me get my ass up and get back on stream, man. Let's get back to some more content. What's going on? What's up, chat? Didn't do a bunch of topics. We're going to get through it. I don't know why I was a little tired earlier. I don't know if it was like the alcohol. I don't know if it was my sleep schedule. Like, I'm waking up at 6 a.m. these days, so I don't know. Anyway, what's good with y'all, man? I'm glad y'all in here. Oh, y'all in this junk. Yeah, so we did have some topics. We had a lot of topics we didn't get to last night, so don't worry. By the way, we're still doing our 30 or 30. I'm going to have you guys do the counting because the last time when I did the counting, y'all claim I cheated. I don't think I cheated. I think I did 30 or 30. But nevertheless, we are going to get into it. As soon as I woke up, I tried to look at comments and I seen some people disappointed. I'm getting back on stream, but I did watch the. Did you see what's going on with the Chud the Builder guy? All right, let's do that. Again, thank you for being up. I don't know if you guys are getting up, doing your like pre-morning stuff, or if you're driving or whatever. So I wanted to, and I know we did do a segment with Myron earlier, but I didn't get to do a segment by myself about it. Okay, I want to, in our way, kind of recap. And by the way, if you guys are, if somebody's sleeping, obviously they'll catch a rebroadcast of this. Drill. If you're going to use this clip, which, you could use for our YouTube, please, I'm going to try to play the sanitized version. I don't want a clip of this guy saying the N-word and doing too much, just floating around. So if we could censor the N-words, great. But on stream, we usually like to keep it raw. All right? Anyway, did you guys see Chud the Builder? Okay. Let's go to his Twitter. What is his Twitter? Okay. So this guy, Chud the Builder, if you guys don't know who he is, this guy from Clarksville, Tennessee. He goes to like downtown Nashville. If you don't know, Nashville has a reputation. It's the home of country music. But, it has a significant presence of, a lot of like white people. And, I hate to associate even the home of like country music with like racist. But if you ever been to Nashville, I went to Nashville to interview Candace Owens back when she worked for did she work for Daily Wire at the time? I don't know if she did. But she had an office or like a studio down there in, actually she did work for Daily Wire. She had a studio down there in Nashville. And when I went down there, it was very different than any city I've ever been in the United States of America. It had a distinct type of feel. Like you go down there, people are wearing cowboy boots and they had these like cowboy hats. And you could tell it was a lot of white pride. Now, I'm not going to say that's racist, right? But there's a lot of white pride. You could tell that like, I could see that's like a safe haven for white people down there, right? Now, I've also heard it's one of the most fun place to party. So, I've heard if you really want to have a good time, go down to downtown Nashville. They really get it in. So, I've kind of wanted to revisit that area and actually really go out on the town and see what it is. Because trust me, I'm one of them people. I could party with niggas, okay? I could party with a nigga that got the razor blade in his mouth. I know when to leave. I could party with the white people that's just fist pumping. I could party with anybody. I could party with the fucking Asians. I could party with anybody. And I definitely could party with some Mexicans. hand me one of them Coronas out of that six-pack. We gonna get it in. So for me, I don't really kind of look at like, race, division like that. And I usually appreciate anybody's culture, if we want to call that culture. But there's one guy, he's been streaming from that area. And what he's been doing is a antagonistic approach where he's claiming under the guise of free speech that he wants to unite people by being able to express himself with free speech and show that some words are just words. Now, what words are you picking? He's picking words like the N-word, and I'm going to say the N-word because I don't feel like, having, myself bleeped out even though I'm black. But he wants to call people the hardy are, right? And he's hoping that they don't have a reaction because in the world of free speech, people could say whatever and people shouldn't get offended, nor should people get hurt. Now, I have so many problems with it. And usually I'm not no J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar ass type of nigga, right? I'm not the guy that you first hit. You go hit up, what's that picket sign fence nigga? You go get my song and some of these other niggas. You let them get on the front lines. Obviously, I'm black. Obviously, I could see race. I could see, division and cultural problems that arise from historical oppression. But I'm not the person that makes it about everything, right? However, there's something about this dude that I think rubs everybody the wrong way. And I've seen even white people kind of like say, hey, this is not cool. Like, I watch Nick Fuentes from time to time. And even Nick Fuentes is like, yo, bro, you're wildin'. So this guy is kind of like, you can tell he's kind of jumping off the page. I think personally he's trying to do it to go viral. No one knew who he was before. But oftentimes, and this is kind of the most disgusting part of it, sometimes the easiest way for some of these white creators to go viral or go up, they'll do pranking in the hood, right? Like we've never heard pranking in the suburbs, right? It's, let me try to make black people the butt of the joke, but also I'm going to use and exploit what they are trying to feel or designate is the lowest level or lowest IQ level of black people. So this guy, he's been going around. He'll see someone black. He'll call them the N-word. And he's trying to make it where, because he uses this term, they're chimping out. Where he's trying to like almost call some of the behavior and reaction to him. He's trying to like label it as primitive, hindbrain activity of some really stupid people who don't have emotional intelligence, all while he's provoking every situation. A lot of times these black men are telling him, hey, move along. We kind of know what you're about. We don't want to engage. Please move along. But to stir up the pot and to go viral, he has to engage. So he pushes forward with trying to have a conversation or trying to antagonize, and he gets it to a combative point where now he's calling this person the N-word and saying they're chimping out, and those clips have been going super viral. I'm proud of Kick. Kick got him out of here. There's always going to be some disruption or dissension, with black and white people. It's going on for decades. And, we hope those relationships get better at all times. But to platform and give a guy who, it's not that he has actually any type of motive beyond just trying to antagonize and trying to then play victim. I don't see no one back in this. Anyway, when I gave my opinion about what he was doing, I had a distinct opinion. And my opinion was this. The idea of him saying freedom of speech has to do with the government impeding your ability to say stuff, putting you in jail because you have an opinion. That's what freedom of speech is. These days, when people use the idea of freedom of speech, they act as if freedom of speech means you should be able to say whatever you want and nothing happens. That's not true. You have freedom of speech, but if you say something racist, you're probably getting fired from your job. You still have freedom of speech. So this guy's incorrectly even using the idea of freedom of speech, but he's really just using it to try to have some quote-unquote legal reasons to do whatever he wants to do. So what I said was, since you're antagonizing people, and he's gotten away with nothing happening, or, he'll flash a gun on his hip, or he'll pull out some pepper spray or some bear mace, and people are saying, he's trying to goad people into to get a chance to shoot them in self-defense or whatever. And I said, hey, listen, this isn't going to turn out well. I said, I don't know what's going on in Nashville. Maybe Nashville, I know Nashville got some niggas, but maybe that's the softest niggas we got in America. Because when I see that, that boy couldn't come to Newark, New Jersey and do no shit like that. That boy couldn't, I don't even think that boy could come to like really anywhere and do that type of stuff. So I don't know what type of niggas we got in Nashville. No disrespect. By the way, every nigga in Nashville done hit me up, say, nah, brother, I'm going to keep it a bean with you and I'm a non-violent person. Listen, the niggas that I frolic with, violent or not, they just don't allow themselves to be made a spectacle and also be exploited in that manner without at least putting a stop to it. And this guy's running around gallivanting doing the most. And what I said was, this is going to come to a head where someone is going to say, you know what? I'm not going to be the butt of the joke today. You're not going to go viral off me, my race, what I stand for, everything I've been through. And they're going to punch him. Now, I didn't say somebody's going to murder him, right? I do understand we live in a civilized society. People shouldn't risk their life for someone just saying a word. But when you offend someone, right? And you continue to offend someone when someone doesn't, and they're warning you, hey, could you move along? Could you stop? I'm not amused. Hey, I don't want to participate. At a point, somebody's going to sock you in the face. Now, this is one of those guys who's going to run behind the, well, listen, I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to mace you, whatever. And I said, listen, whoever who does that, they're going to go viral for the GoFundMe when their mugshot gets posted. Hey, I'm the guy who punched Chud the Builder, the guy who's been offending all black people and calling us chimps, apes, and the hard ER. I'm like, someone's going to take a educated decision and say, hey, I'll get an assault charge. It'll probably get dropped to misdemeanor anyway, but I got $100,000. Now, when I said that, and this is the thing about this Chud the Builder guy, I think he's a coward, straight up coward. Because he's moving around, but he's moving around with the threat of, I will shoot you. That keeps being the thing. Like, he's kind of like consistently having that in, you know, he wants people to think about it. Hey, I will shoot you. You don't want to get there with me. I will shoot you. Let me see if I could pull up where he retweeted me. And I really wanted to read what he said. Okay, I don't know if he maybe he deleted it. But he basically said, hey, keep encouraging people to do stuff. Now, I never encouraged anyone to do anything. What I said was the harsh reality. You are creating enemies of an entire race, and not even only black people. I think white people wouldn't like him, because if I was a white guy, I wouldn't want this fucktard to represent me, because he will start to create that mindset among other races that's how white people, especially from Nashville, Tennessee, give it up. And again, when I went to Nashville, Tennessee, it was a lot of, yeah, they have their own little thing and they love country music, this and third, but I wasn't treated as like a bunch of racists were treating me. No, they felt like they were nice people. This guy's ruining it for everybody. So he says, if you listen to academics, what's going to happen is that he's going to gas one of y'all up to get your brains blown out on the pavement. That's what he said. Don't know where the tweet is, but that's what he said. He said, I'm going to gas someone up, because remember I said someone's just going to swing on you, and that's an assault charge. But that person's going to probably get lit on GoFundMe. He says to me that I'm setting somebody up to blow someone's brains out. Now, let me tell you the problem with that. This guy who I think he's trying to play the self-defense stand your ground game. Keep in mind, he can't come to New Jersey and do that. There is no self-defense stand your ground. Well, there is self-defense. There's no stand your ground where you could essentially provoke arguments, then murder someone, and then you get off free. You're going to jail. We seen it with K Flock. He essentially went to jail because allegedly the guy pulled a gun on him, but the guy put his gun back in and turned back around and walked away. Then K Flock shot him in the back. You can't antagonize in certain places, but he's in Nashville, Tennessee, and I believe let's look. Tennessee, stand your ground. it is a stand your ground state. So he's using one of those things, and, obviously he's clearly armed, and he's trying to create a situation on some George Zimmerman type of shit where he could be like, hey, this guy, he's chimping out. He attacked me, and I'm responding. And what he said in the tweet, again, I don't know why I can't find it. He literally said he was going to blow someone's brains out, right? Blow someone's brains out, right? Let me see if I can find... Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. This is what he said. Keep encouraging your fellow blacks to assault me. No, we don't want to encourage them. We said the blatant fact. You're walking around, and everyone does live IRL content. You're antagonizing people. These people know your shtick. You're a one-trick pony. Move along. We don't want to engage with you. We don't want to get part of your clip. You continually trying to get arguments. Yes, at some point, someone's going to sock you in the face. He says, when you see a chimp with their brains blown out on the timeline, just know y'all did this to your own people. Now, this is another thing I think Chud the Builder has severely wrong. And I don't know if he comes from the 60s or maybe the 40s in terms of his racist mindset, where he thinks that he's walking around with something that nobody else got, that he's the only person allowed to practice the Second Amendment and he could tote a gun and do whatever and nobody else got it. Brother, wake up, brother. It's 2026. Everybody got a gun. This idea that you have the weapon and no one else has it, you should probably stop talking about having guns because black people got guns too. You should probably not speak about murder because you're inciting a situation where you're now putting out publicly that that's your intent if situations arise. Anyway, it appears that something happened tonight, and I'll try to I'll try to see if I can recap it. So apparently he got ran down on, and I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on in Nashville. Maybe we got to send some niggas from. Oh, let me apologize to Tennessee. Let me apologize to Tennessee because I forgot that Memphis is in Tennessee and them boys ain't playing. Maybe we need to send some real niggas from Memphis down there just to go evaluate the party scene. But the Nashville niggas, the Nashville black men, y'all go back inside. We'll send a couple Memphis niggas down there. They'll kind of scope out the scene. I guarantee this Chud the Builder guy, he won't be doing this much trolling. Again, we're not saying nobody should hurt him. But the amount of trolling, I think he's looking at the black dudes down there like, y'all are pure pussy, straight up. So, apparently this happened tonight. This is Chud the Builder, the man who films himself calling black people the N-word. He gets pressed at a gas station, spit on, and phone smacked. He later called the cops. Let's hear this.
Left. The one that spit on me, left. There's 2 other niggers here. There's a bunch of other niggers here. Can you please hurry? Stop approaching me. Stop approaching me. Leave me alone. Tell it, dude. I'm trying to get out of here.
Yo, Chud, sounds like you're chimping out. Chud, you chimping out, Chud? Chud, don't tell me you're chimping out now. Calm it down. Keep your voice at a lower level, Chud. Chud, come on, Chud. Keep your voice at a lower level. It's okay. Use your indoor voice, Chud. Don't start chimping out now. This is a black man you know what he's using, Chud? His First Amendment right. It's the right of not only free speech, but it's the right that protects him to be able to film in public. You guys are in public. You're streaming him. He wants to stream you. Calm it down, Chud. This is what you said you liked. You liked the First Amendment. Well, let him practice his First Amendment too.
They keep pulling their cars behind mine. One's parked right in front of mine. They're false imprisoning me.
Oh, no one's false imprisoning you. Oh, hey, Chud. Chud the Builder. You can't turn into Karen the bitch. No, Chud. Chud, no. You see this, chat? He's on the timeline talking about you gonna gas these niggas up. I'm gonna have their brains blown out on the pavement. They pulled up on him. Hey, I'm surrounded. There are foes imprisoning me. Cops, get here now, please. Chud, come on, Chud. This is what you say. By the way, Chud, I'm going to tell you why I always thought you were a pussy. You always antagonize people, and at the point that you knew they were about to snap, you always start walking away. And you would start walking away, number one, because it's a setup play. You were walking away that if they followed you, if you did have to do something, you could potentially say, hey, I was walking away, right? But also, number two, you really were walking away because they didn't really want to ass whipping, right? So you would basically kind of gas him up and not stay there. You'd be like, all right, yeah, look, he's chimping out. So, Chud, we got to call it fair, Chud.
He's walking up on me with a gun. Yes.
Chud, you're snitching now, Chud. What amendment is this? He's walking up on me. I don't see a weapon, Chud. Chud, also, this is Tennessee from what I know. Unless, he went somewhere else. I think in Tennessee, it's open carry. Is Tennessee a open carry state? Yes, it is. Why are you mentioning that he's practicing his First Amendment right by filming you and his Second Amendment right by carrying a gun? Why, if you're so pro-Constitution, Chud, why are you doing that, Chud? This is what you signed up for. You wanted this.
Yes, dude, yes. There's many of them here.
There's many of them. What? Oh, don't tell me, Chud, after calling black people the N-words and chimps, expected to only run into one.
The one that assaulted me left. The one that spit on me left.
Oh, you got spit on. Oh, wow.
There's two other niggers here. There's a bunch of other niggers here. Can you please hurry up?
Oh, can you please hurry up? Ooh. Doesn't seem that much worth it no more, huh, Chud? Come on, Chud.
He's scared. Let him have it, bro. Let him have it. Listen for a reaction. Let him have it. See, I'm thinking the whole time. He said he's scared, bro. He said he's scared. Don't walk up on him.
Yeah, you might not want to keep walking up on me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Very ironic, Chud. You're the one who usually initiates conversations with people when they tell you to leave them alone.
Leave me alone. I'm going to tell you again. Leave me alone.
They're just pumping their gas and filming you, just like how you're filming them.
I will defend myself. I will defend myself. I'm starting to fear for my life.
Me too.
The feeling is mutual, Chud.
Left.
Chud, it looked like you're about to leave there in a hurry. I hope you paid for your gas, Chud. Okay? This is different footage right here. Oh, man. Not Chud. With the Karen stance. The guy who says he's going to leave people with their brains on the pavement.
He's a black guy.
Oh, Chud.
Caught him reporting somebody in person.
I got him on tape.
Not Chud getting caught lacking.
He's wearing great things.
What he does is start shit, but then he'll pull a gun out on you as soon as you do something.
You got me.
But I'm licensed to carry too.
Good job, black man. Keep it legal, but the same way he plays the law, you play the law too.
We both licensed to carry.
I like it. The Second Amendment right goes for everybody. Hey, he licensed to carry, I'm licensed to carry too. I'm not threatening him, but he wanted to film me, I want to film him too. What's the problem?
I finally ran into him. He got his, I got mine, but he on the phone with the police.
Yep.
He just obviously started with somebody.
Brother, I think Chud is chimping out. Chud is the one chimping out now, huh?
If what you're doing is going around using racial slurs and profanity, that's a little different.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Are you gonna argue that in court? Because I walked into the gas station.
Oh.
And
So even the cops is telling this guy, hey, listen, you're using racial profanity and slurs, which, by the way, I listened to a lawyer the other day. he was actually talking about the tweet to me, and basically they confirmed. They were like, "Hey, listen, you're not gonna get protected under the law if you walk around calling people the hard N-word and you incite them. You could actually initiate violence by actually having violent, inciting rhetoric, which doesn't make you a victim if someone starts attacking you. I'm not saying necessarily shoot you, but start attacking you. And I think that's what the police are saying. Like, bro, you realize that the reason why you're getting surrounded is because you keep calling people the N-word, right? And you're calling us. Like, what do you want us to do? To tell people to back the fuck up while you call them the N-word, that you could use us against them? This guy, Chud the Builder, think he's the only one who could legally carry a gun and that the cops work exclusively for him. No, motherfucker. Anybody could carry a gun. And also, the cops work for everybody. They work for the community. Not just you. You're not the only tax-paying person.
Walked out. And as I'm walking to my truck, I turn around. He's got something behind his back that looks like a gun. It's a drill.
Well, they're saying that.
So I don't give a fuck what they're saying. It's all recorded.
Huh?
And it's like,
wait, hold on now, Chud. Chud, calm down, Chud. You see, Chud think that he's back in one of them, Jim Crow eras where he could be like, fuck what the N-word said. My word matters. No, it doesn't, Chud. Calm it down. Calm it down. Okay? The cops are going to listen to your side and then the 5 other people's side. Okay? Also, you claim you have it recorded. The recording will show that you were being antagonistic before this happened. Calm down, Chud. Okay? This is what you always wanted. You're living your dream.
live stream.
I know. I got you. And I'm just telling you.
And I have every right to say whatever I want on the internet without being chimped out on in public.
Okay.
All right.
You got your ID?
Hey, what was your name and badge number?
71400-1162, sir. If what you're doing is going around using racial slurs and profanity, that's a little different.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Are you gonna argue that in court?
Now, I found the other video of this guy, and he's actually a white guy, so I want to give him a salute. But again, this is not a race thing. I want to make this very clear. This is not a thing where most white people are kind of cheering him on. The only white people that would be cheering this guy on are the other racists who they wouldn't do this because they would get fired from their job or whatever else. Here we go.
Chud. Okay, so
Okay. So this is a white guy. He calls an attorney, and he's just trying to make sure, like, hey, listen, can this guy just legally murder somebody if they don't like whatever? Check this out.
Chud. Okay, so his name's Chud the Builder. Okay, so he's this guy on the internet. He does like streams, and what he does. I just sent you the Tennessee legal code for the reason why I'm calling you, right? So you're a lawyer, okay?
Right.
Here's what this guy does. He goes on stream, right? He's like one of those kick streamers into black neighborhoods. He's a white guy, right? And he goes, do you agree with free speech? And then he goes, so white people can say nigger, right? And he uses like the hard R. And then when black people get upset, he's like, shut up, nigger.
All right, brother. We don't want to hear you say it neither. Hold on now. We don't even want to hear you say too much. Hold on. We know you're making a point here, but we don't want to hear you say neither, nigga. Like, yo, I got to give it a real. Like,
black people get upset. He's like, shut up, nigger. You're chimping out, you nigger. Right? And then
it's just something what that word it don't sound good coming across no white man mouth. It don't. It just don't.
If they try to come at him, he has a gun and pepper spray. And he'll be like, yeah, come at me. I'll fucking shoot you. So my question to you is, as a lawyer, if he were to get either assaulted, would he be able to claim, or if he was to shoot them and kill them, would he have a self-defense argument?
What state is it?
Tennessee. So basically,
it's going to depend. It's going to depend on the Tennessee code, which I'm sure you probably looked up and are going to tell me. But
yeah, I just sent it to you.
There's a certain amount of incitement of the violence, and there's a certain amount of
Well, like
basically, you're looking at, did the person who came at them feel threatened by his behavior to the point that they actually are defending themselves? That's the question.
Sure. So Tennessee Penal Code 39-11-611 says the person loses the right to claim self-defense if they provoked or initiated the confrontation. So he has...
Yeah, so there you go. So that sounds basically like a requirement to retreat type of statute where you don't get to go and basically wind people up and threaten them to the point that they are afraid of how aggressive you are and then claim self-defense when they do act on how threatened they feel, if that makes sense.
Now, the argument that these people are making is it's free speech. Oh, well, she'll call back.
All right. So I hope you're getting the gist a little bit. He's kind of he's speaking with this lawyer who's saying, hey, listen, with you using the N-word, that could actually be seen as even though it's free speech, it could be seen as you're inciting a altercation. And if you're inciting a altercation, it becomes harder for you to then just claim that you were defending yourself from said altercation. It kind of makes sense, right? So, all right, the legality of how this guy's moving is whatever. But look, like, again, I'm telling you, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse for this guy. Chud the Builder. He's now turned into Karen the Bitch. Here is some, let me see. I think there's some more footage of it. There's some more footage of this thing. Actually, I think he was posting most of his videos, huh? And he's like basking in all this attention, Here we go.
Big bro, let him have it, bro. Big bro, let him have it, bro. Let him have Start calling the N-word. Big bro, let him have it, bro.
Zerka said, hey, this guy's kind of a bum. A lot of people are saying they're not rocking with this dude. Here's more footage.
My truck's over there. What do you want to holler about? Look at him chimping out.
Crack your bitch ass.
Come on, crack me then.
Fucking talking about, nigga.
Do something then.
You think I'm waiting on cause I'm worrying about
Come
that?
on, do something then.
Fuck you, nigga. Let me holler at you then.
Come on outside.
Come on.
I don't condone violence, chat. But when you do get certain people, and again, most of these, I got it, even though I said Nashville might have the softest black men in America, I will say they have exercised a lot of patience with this guy. Hey, move along, Chud. We don't want to speak to you. He keeps pushing the issue.
You like putting it down? I'm like,
Yeah, I just got a guy chimping out on me right here at the gas station.
I just want to go viral because I'm licensed to carry too.
Oh, word. Nah, he's staying on business. I just want to go viral because I'm licensed to carry too. Just like that. Just like that.
I mean, it's whatever. These guys might shoot me before you get here. That's all I'm saying. You know how these niggers are.
I'm just recording them.
He does this also interesting strategy where he thinks that he could find some type of Sambo type of black dude who's going to co-sign his behavior and find him amusing. So he's trying to redirect his energy at the guy who just like either slapped his camera or whatever. And he's trying to talk to this guy, but he's trying to say, hey, I'm not really aiming my racial epithets at you. It's at the other guys. And that's not how it works. Like, this guy's black too. Like, you think he's going to be like, oh no, that guy's chimping out, but not me. Fuck out of here.
Train lane. He
say I'm chimping out.
I'm right here at the
I don't get
7-Eleven.
offended by
I got
it.
other people.
I don't get offended by it.
Yeah, because there's a spectacle happening. There's a guy filming, and they know who I am. I'm a famous person.
Oh. This guy is famous for inciting racial arguments.
That's why the other guy.
Tell him what you do.
That's why the other guy smacked my phone out of my hand. I would like to file a police report.
Tell them, copy like they name.
There's literally a metro right
Call
here.
like they
Just a second
name.
ago.
Tell them the truth.
All right, what are you chimping out about?
Bro, I don't get offended about getting called a chimp. But it's like the stuff you do is kind of like cowardice, bro.
What's cowardice about it? I'm in your face calling you a nigger.
That doesn't offend me.
Yeah,
because you can't treat me like one.
Yeah, well, I just
You're licensed to carry and I am. So it can go either way.
Cool.
Now, shout out to my boy right here. When you see a nigga with this stance right here, he got it on him.
Yeah.
He got it on him. Man with this stance right here, he got it on him.
So now you got it's even
And we're all in
It is facts. It's even.
America, and we're all even. You can
I'm not
say what
offended,
you want.
though.
I can say what I want. Well, then shake my hand then.
I will.
You're real men then.
Yeah.
That's all we want. We want people to act like real men.
We have to realize how far not to take it because, of course, if this goes down, who you think is going to win?
If what goes down?
If anything was to go down, who you think will win? Versus
What
you.
going
versus
down?
me?
What does that mean?
If anything was to happen,
You're being a cordial American.
whose side is the word going to
Bring
take?
it down a little bit.
All right, you're right. Whose side would the...
You're being a cordial American and so...
Oh, Chud. Now you gotta keep the same energy, man. All right. Let me see if it look like somebody's finally standing on some business with this guy. I like it. Is there any more footage? Is there any more footage? Boy got caught lacking out there, huh? Huh. Okay. Oh, yeah, even Nick Fuentes was like, yeah, nah, this ain't cool.
Fuck, they're just too fucking mean-spirited. Fuck off, dude. Shut the fuck up. Happened with the domestic occupation. Who's doing something about that? We can talk about the wars overseas because we're not there. The war in our fucking hometown, in our home city, that is coming for people like me. I didn't go out looking for the fight. They looked for the fight for me, with me. And I won. And I'm winning. And you guys aren't on board with that? That's not a white pill?
White pilled.
Oh, you'd rather take a brown pill. Oh, sorry. I'm not into that shit. Fired me up. Because I've been waiting all this time. I've been waiting all this time to hear, oh yeah, you're doing good. America first, fuck yeah.
So this idiot thought he was going to get a pat on the back, which this is why, and by the way, I saw the clip of Nick kind of saying it wasn't cool. It's important that people like Nick actually do say that because these type of racist guys they want to get the approval of people like that. They want to be like, oh, okay, I'm doing something that matters. No, you're not. You're an idiot.
And the one criticism I get is, oh, he's just a little too mean. He's just a little too mean-spirited. Love you, little bro. But just stay in your lane, then. Just stay in your lane, then. Talk about the foreign occupation. You're doing great. You're doing great, little bro. I'll be outside. We're gonna go play outside, all right? Have fun on your computer. Play your League of Legends. I grew up on the internet. I grew up on Xbox Live. I did not grow up, talking to my family so much. We didn't really like each other.
Trying to kidnap you. As soon as possible before somebody ends up having to defend their life.
You said stop chimping out.
Okay. I'll play you what Nick did say.
Truth got exposed as cross-dressing homosexuals. They aren't intelligent or productive, only famous for being rambunctious.
I don't believe that. I don't think that's true. That's not the issue. I mean, that would be an issue, but the issue is like the stuff that they're doing is just, to me, it's not nice. I don't believe in that. Okay. And I saw Chud the Builder got a little bent out of shape about what I said. I don't think I said anything derogatory. I don't like that approach. That's not my approach. It's one thing to be vicious to the people in the arena. You want to be vicious to Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin. That's fair game. They're in the arena. But I really don't like that approach of antagonizing people in public. I just don't. I just don't like that in general. Not even just for politics, but I think that people have enough on their plate. You don't know what people are going through. And people have enough problems. People are trying to get to work, or they're trying to do their thing, or they got...
Hey. You see, and I think this is where people like Nick Fuentes, because they know a lot of their audience is the Chud the Builders, he don't want to say the exact thing he should be saying. Chud, you're a piece of shit. And somebody should humble you quickly. You're not really like anybody who would want to have actual discourse with. You're just a piece of shit, right? So he's kind of like, he's doing what Trump did with the Proud Boys, when Trump should have said, fuck the Proud Boys, right? But Trump kind of like skirted around and was like, well, hey, there's no redeeming factor of this guy. He's given out one outlook of his personality and how he moves around, and it's racist. There's no redeeming qualities. Right? It's not about, his approach could be approach to what? It's not, we're not seeing him stand for anything. This guy's just a piece of shit. So I get it. Nick doesn't want to completely offend probably a large portion of his own audience that probably identified, maybe not in how they act, but with probably like whatever weird mindset this guy has. But you got to shut it down. You got to just call this guy for what he is. Bro, you're just a fucking weirdo. Okay, you're a weirdo for trying to go outside, try to antagonize black people in 2026. You're a fucking weirdo.
Got something on their mind. I don't like that people are out there bothering everybody. I don't like that in general, whether it's prank channels, political stuff. I don't like that. So I just think that's wrong. I think it's unethical. That's not my MO. I don't like these streams where you go and become a public nuisance, or you go and antagonize people, or you try and instigate a fight, or I don't like that. I don't like mean-spirited stuff. It's one thing if you want to bring people in and you want to have a conversation, or, you want to brighten up their day, and it's for people that choose to participate. That's one thing. But this, like, we're going to go to homeless people and make them say the N-word. I mean, what's even the point of that? That's not nice. And especially for politics, I don't think it's all that endearing. I think we want to be positive. I think it's good to be a positive force in the world. We should be kind. And I know that's rich coming from me. But again, it's people super chat.
I agree. So he got mad that he thinks the guy who's like he probably looks up to Nick Fuentes, did not agree with him. Oh, and I guess previously he said he wouldn't collab with him.
He's paid $20. He's Chud the Builder pepper spraying a mud shark a W. Would you collab with Chud?
Pepper spraying a mud? I didn't see that. No, I don't like all that. It's too mean-spirited. It's one thing to have our politics, but the going around and antagonizing people, I'm not in favor. I don't like that.
Okay. Alrighty then. All right. So Chud the Builder is getting a taste of his own medicine, and I am here for it. I'm here for it. I'm telling you, it's rare when academics get upset at a racial infuriating topic. You're doing too much. You're doing too much, right? And we're gonna see how this plays out. But I want to make a slight bet. It's probably not gonna play out too well.
Y'all get on this internet. Y'all make this internet nigga.
Niggas said niggas what? Chud the Builder.
These social media niggas who's running y'all internet and running y'all labels, or little white nerd niggas that spend money on pussy in the club, and then academics and all y'all playing with y'all little niggas' lives. Y'all playing with real niggas. You understand what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
You hear me, little nigga?
Oh, this is when he went on a rant. I think, was that at Whack? Or I think it was at Whack. I forgot what that was about. Anyway, all good. Let's quickly talk about IShowSpeed. I've said this before. Chat, are y'all ready to say, remember they try to run the narrative that I was hated on Speed, but I'm like, no, I fuck with Speed. I simply said Speed's fame is way greater when he's an ambassador in the world than when he is actually just simply, within the United States. If he goes to Memphis, Tennessee, he goes to Philadelphia, nothing wrong with those two great cities. But he's just not going to get the same type of allure and red carpet being rolled out. And, you see the mayor is like placating towards him. They're bringing him around town. They want him to taste this, try that, compete with this Olympic athlete. When we see him in other countries, they put on their best front. They want him to have a rave review and a great time in their particular country. It's almost like an advertisement for tourism. I could imagine if Speed goes in and says, oh my God, this is my favorite country ever, people might want to go there more. And that might sound crazy on face value, but it's true. Now, I watched his views, and when people were saying I was hating, I watched his views when he traversed through either 50 states in like 50 days or something like that. When he did that in the United States, his views, it was hovered around like, 100,000, sub 100,000. I rarely saw him with over like 200,000 anywhere. By the way, he multi-streams at this point. That's still huge numbers. This guy's a huge megastar. But I was comparing it to a different standard I saw. I saw him in Asia, and he had, it was like, I don't know, was it Vietnam, or like, it was like, I don't know, it was some Asian country. And it had 1 million people watching. And I remember saying, we don't even know the language you're speaking. Like, we can't even fluently speak it. But what it is that his presence is a uniting thing, and people love him. He went to the Dominican Republic recently, chat, and the Dominican Republic, while streaming there, he had 1 million live viewers. I want to put that in perspective, and this is why I even said this in the first place. Kai Cenat has never had 1 million people watching. Never. This is about the second or third time Speed has done that. And that's why I was saying, internationally, this guy's a different level. He's accomplished this goal. Let me see if I could pull it up. But they said he cracked the 1 million viewer. Look, on day 9 of his Caribbean tour, 21-year-old streamer Darren Watkins Jr., aka IShowSpeed, hit over 1 million concurrent viewers, shattering his own record, doing a wild stream with push-up battles, a street boxing mishap, Mama Juana tastings, and meet and greet with deaf fans. He linked with local star Santiago Matias in Zonial Colonial, which, by the way, I'll say this, and I want to give a shout out to Santiago Matias. He's like the media version of me, like in the Dominican culture. But I will say this: Dominicans watch a lot of motherfucking like YouTube. Maybe that's why, like, Bad Bunny and them, obviously he's Puerto Rican, but like that Spanish culture, it gets so much views. Remember, I told you, my ex was on like a reality show. That's the guy who threw it. His name is Santiago Matias. It's called like Alofoque, or I think like, that's his media name. Look, right now they have a nonstop going reality show, and the important thing to show is that they have 800,000 people watching. For whatever reason, people in the DR watch YouTube like it's actual TV. 800,000. This is the biggest fucking thing ever. Like 800,000 people are watching right now, and they're going to sleep. At the peak, it'll go up to 2 million. So 2 million people will watch YouTube. You get what I'm saying? So, anyway, Speed does his thing. These are some highlights from it. Somebody said that ain't bots. Well, no, they're not bots. I'll tell you why I say they're not bots. Because the way how these shows are ran, and they're making a killing, you could vote for people to stay in the house or leave, but you got to vote by sending in money. And super chats are going through the ass consistently. $9 here, $99 there, right? And this is all throughout the day. This is every moment. Look, you see the super chats. I'm just scrolling over. Look. I don't know what currency that is. Is that Argentinian? 99 here. Like, it's absolutely bonkers. But it just shows that if you thought these were bots, they're probably making in super chats maybe even 100,000 a day. So whether you think it's bots or not, it's real money. So I do believe this number, and I think the interesting thing is because I haven't seen anybody being able to replicate this. Like, I don't even think if Mr. Beast goes live, he would get 800,000 people watching consistently over a long period of time. And this is about the third or fourth time this guy's done this, and I'm not going to lie, this is something, I've never seen something like this before, honestly. I've never seen, if for the people who compare it to Kai, I don't even think Kai touched 800,000 people watching at one point during the Mafia-thon. I think he maxed out maybe at like 600,000 or 500,000. They're going to sleep, and 800,000 people are watching. There's nothing going on. Look, there's nothing going on. The thing that could explain this to me is that most of the people, and by the way, there's a lot of people in the United States who do watch this show. I knew the show was really popular when, I met this Spanish chick. She said, "Oh, I know you. You're the ex-boyfriend of this girl that was on." I've never been called that. "You're the ex-boyfriend of this girl that was on the show." And I was like, what? A$AP Rocking me. Like, what? What? You just A$AP Rocking me, bro? It's all good. It's all good. Wait, Kai had a million with LeBron? Did he? Oh, I don't know. With LeBron and Speed? Okay. Maybe I stand corrected then. I didn't think he hit it was a million concurrent? Oh, I didn't know that. I apologize then. I apologize. Somebody said your sister watches this shit every day? Yo, I'm telling you, this thing is like the biggest thing. I'm wondering if the offers he probably gets from like local TV there to put this shit on there is probably astounding. It's probably astounding. I'm telling you, there's not even a U.S. show that gets these numbers. There's no single U.S. Put it like this. They say Candace Owens is the biggest thing. When she streams, I watch her live stream, 140,000 live viewers. And she's at the top of the top. There's 800,000 people watching here. Do you get what I'm saying? It's bananas. Like, which is also ironic. I think that, you know how they said Zeus, the one with the baddies fighting and stuff like that, is valued at like supposedly close to $1 billion. Essentially, if this dude made his own app and say, hey, we're going to give you some extra content on there, the amount of downloads for that app would be through the roof. It'd probably be valued, and if he put a subscription model with that, it'd probably be close to be valued to $1 billion too. So this is really, really successful. Okay. All right. Somebody said the chat is moving slow. It's on slow mode. No, it's on subscriber mode. It's literally on, it says it here. It's on subscriber mode. It's on subscriber mode. Chat, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not bots. You know I know it's not bots? Because YouTube is making a killing from the ads on this shit. They would have been exposed it, or they would have shut it down. If this was bots, YouTube is... Yo, let me tell you this. When you're getting this amount of views, you and YouTube are breaking bread in a big way. If this was all bots, YouTube would have been shut this shit down. Because your advertisers would feel duped. So this shit's legit. Trust. This shit is legit. And I'm telling you, they super chat. Look, they're super chatting while their people are sleeping. Look. Supposedly when you super chat, you could just vote for somebody. Like, I don't know who Salta Montez is, but that's the person they're voting for. That's $100. They're fucking sleeping. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy. Anyway. But, yeah. IShowSpeed having the time of his life. Yeah. Phantom went down there to link with him?
Hey, man, where you been, bro? You say you called me?
Que lo que?
Bro, I called you, bro. I called you.
Lips hit me.
Yeah,
But he hit me through Twitter DM.
Nah, he capping. We one-tapped you. We one-tapped you.
Yeah, Phantom's like a good representative for like the Dominicans. He's like that fun Dominican that people like partying with and being around.
Huh? I'm finally in your country though, bro.
How you like it? How you like it? You like it?
It's beautiful.
Fire,
it's
right?
lovely, bro.
You got the food, right?
The food good.
Fire,
I see why you late.
Did he just throw in like a little fat joke in there? I see why you fat.
I see why you got the tummy, chat. The art food good, bro.
It's cool. One thing about Speed, man, he's always like doing like positive shit, man. It's some great shit. Yo, they really got this guy like the fucking president. They got police escorts. He's on the highway. This is some beautiful shit.
Chat, that was Phantom.
Bikes everywhere. That's what I'm saying, bro. They roll out the fucking red carpet for this dude. Look. Now, this is David Ortiz. This is like a legendary baseball player. He played for the Boston Red Sox. David Ortiz explains why Dominican baseball players are so good, showing that IShowSpeed, they practice with a stick and bottle caps to make sure they're tracking the ball way easier.
Yeah, that's how we develop the ability to hit that baseball. Because this
That baseball
thing float around and you have to track it to be able to hit it. You feel me?
Yo, that's crazy. What the fuck? This is AI. Look, you hit 1 million people watching.
1 million! 1 million in the chat! 1 million viewers in the chat! Wow!
Yo, this guy has look at the amount of security guards he had, which, by the way, I'm glad he does. He probably has 20 of them.
1 million in the chat! 1 million viewers in the chat!
Yo, look, and by the way, his security knows him so well. His security knows him so well. By the way, W security team, he's about to do an impromptu backflip, and I think he gives a signal to his security, and his security moves the other guy out of the way. Look.
1 million viewers
Look,
in the chat!
You see, he taps him. So you could tell. So this is the security. He taps him real quick, and the security knows, hey, he's about to do a backflip, clear the area. Look.
1 million viewers in the chat!
See, he held him back. Oh, damn.
So big 1 ilm in the chat! 1 ilm!
Got him.
1 ilm! Oh my
Yo, he got some big diesel niggas at his security guard, huh?
God! Oh my God, chat! 1 ilm in the chat! Shout out to Dominican Republic! Oh my God! Oh my God!
1 million people watching is bananas. Just to put in perspective, you know, if we look at like late night TV shows and if we look at linear channels, we could probably look it up now. I don't want to Google and waste your time, but I don't even know what program it's still on. But usually for like a show on like BT or like VH1, like having 3 million people watching would be like, oh, that was good. Like, you know, you get viewership of 3 million. That's crazy. Speed is doing like a third of that, or damn near almost like half, because sometimes they only do like 1.4, or sometimes they do like 2 million. Now, let me tell you what that translates to. If you're selling ads for that 30-minute show, say there's a 30-minute show that pulls in ratings of 2.6 million people watching, right? You're going to sell ads during that time slot. Remember, it's a 30-minute window, which means it's 22 minutes of content, 8 minutes of ads. Every 30-second could be an ad, or a 45-second or a minute block. You're selling those things for tens of thousands of dollars, right? $80,000 for this, $90,000. Maybe you have a longer commercial, which is like 2 minutes, and that's $100,000 buy. And that's how it works on TV. So when you think about Speed having this as a solo singular creator, essentially, if he was running his shit like an actual television show, Speed could be clearing hundreds of thousands of dollars in ad sales. I don't know how much he's streaming. Like, I don't think he's streaming like all day, but let's say he was streaming for like 8 hours. He could still clear hundreds of thousands of dollars in ad sales if he was just doing ads, actual ads during the thing. But it shows how popular he is. 1 million people watching. Damn, congrats, bro.
What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro?
Hold on.
What the hell, bro?
Hold on. Well done. It's okay.
Big 1 minute chat.
It's okay.
Chat.
I like his team around him. They stay out the way of the content. Hey, by the way, to people who do IRL, if you're the team of the guy who's like the creator, whatever, you got to learn how to play a role and be in the background and not try to be a personality yourself. Let the guy rock. I like these guys. These guys are watching out for his well-being. They're also like a little bit in the content, but they're not over here like trying to get a personality in. So salute to these guys. These guys are dope. I like them.
Say what, bro. Say what lies.
Yeah, oh yeah. This is security. You see the earpiece.
Oh my God. Dominican Republic.
You're the GOAT.
Oh, this guy's, he's not playing. Everybody move back.
1 minute chat, Luffy. We did it, Luffy. We did it, Luffy. We did it. Luffy, we did it. We did it. 1 minute chat. Yeah. Stay.
The thing about Speed too, Kai has the same thing as like, you got to be really out of your mind to not like the guy, right? Like, everybody likes Speed. Everybody likes Speed. Anyway. Wait. Maybe Speed community doesn't know it, but he's famous for putting... I don't think Alfoke does the bots. Bro. I think that's real people, bro. Yeah, supposedly, yeah, it was Indonesia. Oh, he was at 1.9 million? That's fucking bananas. It was 1.9 million in the DR. Yeah, I don't think it's bots. Somebody says, you visited bots country. Wait, I don't think it's bots. Somebody says, definitely botted. No, I don't think it's bots. Speed himself would get like, he would get hundreds of thousands, and Alfoke gets like his hundreds of thousands. Huh. Yeah, I don't think it's bots. Y'all think it's bots? Bro, if that's botted, this botted. Bro, there's 800. Look, this chick is doing her skincare. She's probably listening to Lil Baby or some shit. Feel me? 800,000 people watching. I'm like, what are they watching? She's not even talking. But the chat is moving. It's just, it's subscriber mode. I don't know. You know, I rather give credit, and if it's not real, we'll figure it out at some point. But I think it's real. I think it's real. What's the biggest live stream ever? And say he got bark mogged. Yo, this content's kind of so wholesome, though. There's like a slight difference between him and Kai. It's like they both do wholesome content. Yeah, they do wholesome content. I feel like his content is just kind of like, it's just out there though. In a good way. In a real good way. Right?
Hands on. Hands on. Hands on. Hands on. It's good, ain't it?
Yeah, Speed's a one-on-one.
Oh,
she tried to kiss him. Wait, is this a Transformer? Nah, that's a Transformer. Oh, nah. See, Speed, one of them guys, I would have been crashed out. Like, nah, he having a time. Did he go to Jamaica yet? Jamaica's the ultimate. Like, listen, with all due respect, you know, we've seen Barbados. It is cool. Trinidad, y'all are cool. We love y'all. You know, Carnival, cool. DR, listen, DR really like number 2. I got to keep it a bean. But when it comes to the Caribbean, the United States of the Caribbean is motherfucking Jamaica. I just want to let you know. That's Jamaica. Okay? Jamaica. That's the Mecca. Okay? That's what, put it like this. Jamaica got the best sprinters, the best food, the best music. We just really dominate with everything. So, you know, we love our, neighboring countries. I wonder if he's going to go to Cuba. Can he go to Cuba? Well, Trump is talking crazy to Cuba. I don't know if I'd go there if I was him. I hope he shows Haiti some love. Go to Haiti. You should go to Haiti. You know, Haiti shares an island with Dominican Republic. But I'm telling you, the main event's going to be when he gets to Jamaica. Did he go there yet? Did he go? Nah, Jamaica got the best food. Come on, stop playing with me in the chat now. Come on, you better stop playing. Did he go to Jamaica? Jamaica is the one. Jamaica is the one. Not the 2, the 1. Yeah, so see, if I had to rank Caribbean countries, I'll tell you how it goes, right? Jamaica 1. All right. We're going to go DR 2. We're going to go Trinidad 3. Okay. Start getting the weeds here. We're going to ignore certain places like Bahamas and stuff like that because those are more tourist destinations. I'm talking about places that people love. Haiti would, Cuba and Haiti, it's really because of their like government why they aren't like top tier, right? If you go to Cuba, they don't have much, newer infrastructure. If you go to Haiti, there's severe disparity between the wealthy and the poor. But let me see, where else? St. Lucia, I hear you guys are St. Lucia. Dominica, that's also a thing, but it's really small. Turks and Caicos, they also, really dope country, really small though. But people now know it for like some Drake tourism stuff. Where else? Somebody says Puerto Rico. Yeah, Puerto Rico is like, it's Little Havana. Like, or not Little Havana. It's like, yeah, it's Little Havana, basically. And it's a United States territory. Jamaica's the best. Oh, Guyana. Ooh, Guyana's fire. Ooh, yes. Guyana's fire. And, why am I? Oh, Antigua. Yeah. Antigua. But Jamaica is the one. I just want to let you know. That's gotta let y'all know, gotta hold it down. If you don't think Jamaica is the one, just look at Jamaica is the smallest country that's had the biggest impact on the world. I gotta pop my shit for my country real quick. You get what I'm saying? From the small island, we get a Bob Marley, the best runner ever in the history of time. Back when the Olympics started, back in the Roman days, the best sprinter of all time comes from Jamaica. Come on now. We got Vibes Cartel. We got me. Like, I'm telling you. And most usually popular, even American, musicians or whatever, they have strong Jamaican ties. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, Jamaica the one. Jamaica the one, man. Trust me. Jamaica is, I like to pop my shit about my island, but it's all good. It's all good. We're all black people. We're all, everyone should be proud of where they're from or where they represent. That's cool. All right, but DR is dope too. DR is actually really dope. Yo, look at how many people are following this guy.
Chat, I beat my record on Twitch.
Let's go for the records.
100K on Twitch, 1.5 million on YouTube. What the hell? Why didn't nobody tell me Dominican Republic was like this?
Yes, it is like that. It is like that. This guy was working out. Yeah, this guy's speed is like, he's a freak of nature. We kind of get to realize that this guy's like a freak of nature, like even physically.
I'll be in the gym.
Fuck with me, chat.
That's 5. Wait, I ain't gonna lie, your chest, hold on, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you have been in the gym. You've been in the gym.
Okay, it's kind of cool. All right, I like it.
It's crazy.
Bro, somebody tell Phantom.
Yeah, it's amazing. All right. It says Speed ran a mile after finishing a 5-hour stream in DR. Jesus Christ. When you see somebody like Speed, it makes it feel like you're not trying. Right? It makes it feel like you're not trying. When you see somebody like Speed, it makes it feel like you're not trying. Dude runs a mile after having a 5-hour stream where he probably... Yo, how does he not get sick? Chat, how does he not get sick? How does Speed not get sick? Like, it's probably... He's coming in contact with like 10 to 20,000 people a day. My immune system would have said, man, you got a cold. Some nasty heifer who sneezed in her hand, who came over and touched you. Now her fucking filthy bacteria has now sidelined you for, like, I've never seen this guy sick. Yo, when I get on a plane, I get sick. There's always some nasty motherfucker that's on the plane that's coughing. Achoo! Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm sick now. I guarantee I'm gonna be sick. Nigga, the sickness moves so quick, nigga, I'm sick before the plane even land. Then I get up in the air with these nasty motherfuckers. By the time the plane land, I am already sick, man. What's this? Congrats to reclaiming the concurrent viewer record. The English one. Is this his team? Oh, this is his team. They have a bunch of TVU backpacks. Okay, so he has like a whole production going on. Oh, wow. I've never seen like the behind the scenes of like his production stuff. This is amazing.
I don't know what to say, bro. Bro, Dominican Republic, everybody in the chat, I love y'all, bro.
Oh, that's cool. That's great.
Huh? Sorry. Say it again, as Amy.
Okay. All right. Enough. Well, I don't think we fully concluded the whole thing about Stefon Diggs. So we're going to kind of revisit that case yet again. So again, did we cover the verdict, chat? I don't think we fully covered the verdict. I think I was like speed racing through that. And that's when I knew I had to cut stream, because I'm like, all right, if I'm not kind of like feeling fully energized to do these stories as I should, better just go take a nap and come back real quick. Anyway, good. So, all right. We had Shorty here. She looks like Mrs. Penguin or whatever, or she looks like Penguin from Batman. She basically was speaking. She was on the stand, and, she's one of those people who was employed by Mr. Diggs, and she has been, it's clear that people have been frustrated with the chef, but she describes a whole lot of things about the chef. And again, remember, this is the day where we even got a verdict.
45 minutes to get to the airport. So probably between 7 to 7. I've left around before 7:30. Yes.
So is it the encounter you had in the kitchen?
Yes.
With the pen and the card, I think you mentioned?
Yeah, she was running to go to his room to put it on, I guess, his gifts that she was giving him.
Now, this is the interesting part, chat. And this is one of the reasons why this case is like bullshit. So the woman claims she's like almost strangled by Stefon Diggs, right? She's dancing afterwards, and supposedly Stefon Diggs' birthday was coming up or just happened. She wanted to go give him a gift. Who gives the guy who just choked you nearly to death a gift?
Did you end up speaking to Mr. Diggs later that evening?
Yes.
And did you see any of those, the card or the presents that you
Yes, there were 2 boxes on his bed from Chanel. One he had opened up and he put on after his massage, and we were getting ready to leave. I told him, we got to pack, we got to go, we got to make this flight. He put the beanie on. There was another box that was unopened, and then there was a green Post-it with whatever note she had on it telling him for his birthday.
All right. Prior to, speaking of Mr. Diggs, prior to arranging for
Yes.
Miss Adams' Uber, did you hear anything that afternoon?
No.
Any screams?
No.
Okay, so that would have been when the choking and strangulation happened.
Slam doors?
No.
Anything out of the ordinary?
No.
Do you know if Miss Adams cooked dinner that night?
It was like a hot dog. It was like and there was like mustard on it, but it was like left on the counter and it was like dried up. And then in the room, it was like dried up.
Chat, I love when these women take the stand. We get to see transparent wise who didn't like who, because they throw really slick shade. Remember, this is a chef who, number one, we know she ain't no chef like that, but I'm pretty sure she's prideful of her work. And this woman, she just, oh yeah, did she cook dinner? Yeah, it was a hot dog. You got to hear the shade. It was dried up.
So there was like 2 that were made.
Let me back you up on that. Do you know if she did cook dinner that night?
She did.
Where did she do that?
In the kitchen.
And what time did you see that?
I just remember the food being like prepared.
Okay.
Already.
And you mentioned it was a hot dog or something like that?
Yeah, it was like a hot dog, or like, like Auntie Anne's when they have like the pretzel dogs. It kind of looked like that, but it just looked dried up.
Oh, man. Okay. That dried up is a little shade. That's the shade.
That night, did you all leave for Miami?
Yes.
If I may have one moment.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, this is the trip that she didn't get to go on. So she made a dried up hot dog. He already told her she can't come on the trip. And look like this one goes on a trip. Is this the Lauren girl? This is not the Lauren girl, right? If Stefon Diggs was fucking her, yo, chat. If Stefon Diggs was fucking her too, yo, Cardi B, respectfully, mommy, you look too good and you didn't stand a chance. That nigga would stick his dick in any fucking thing. If he was fucking her too, you're cooked. And a lot of women, I said this earlier about Cardi B. I said, Cardi B, I looked at her at the Met Gala. She's looking like a snack. Look, Cardi B Met Gala, she's looking good. But when you look this good and a nigga will fuck a ogre, you gotta know when to hold him and when to fold him. There's nothing you could do to keep that nigga. It's nothing. It's nothing. This isn't the one called Laura, right? Because the person had said the Lauren person. The chef said Lauren also had a sexual relationship with Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs, Lauren. I'm gonna see if I could find that. Is it Lauren or Laura? I think it's Laura. By the way, I think the chef also took the stand and wanted to air him out a lot. Like, a lot of things she probably was keeping as a secret. When she went to the stand, she started telling the truth. She started being like, yeah, he's fucking her. I think, even if she didn't go to jail, which, by the way, I'll play it in a little bit, he was acquitted. He wanted to put out all the truths. She wanted to put out all the truths that to fuck up all the situations. And now everybody knows what's going on. Is it Laura? Chat, what was the other person? It was like Laura or something like that. Mila Stefon beef with Laura. I think it's Laura. You don't know who I'm talking about? It's not Laura Loomer. I think it's Lauren. I want to see how she looks. Okay. Give me 1 second. I want to figure it out. So we got to go back to the first day of trial. Law and crimes. Okay. We're going to figure out who this person is, because it's going to help me understand the story a little bit better. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Give me a second. Law and crime trials. The new girl, there's something about her why he was fucking her more and wanted to bring her places, but not the old girl. There's always something, chat. There's always something. Let's go to scroll down. What was the first day? The first day of this trial was here. That's day 1. Okay, she gets on the stand around here. No, here. No, here. No, here. No, here.
Bedroom.
I'm blindly scrolling. Okay, this is opening statements. She comes on in the afternoon. Right here. Bingo.
What, 8 feet? I don't know them. A nice amount of feet.
Okay, so some amount of distance from it. You said he leans against the dresser?
Okay.
He asked me to come here. He walked across the room and leaned back on the dresser.
This is her describing the assault day 1.
Okay, and just to give a kind of a sense, where's the dresser in the room?
Okay, then I got to go back.
Mr. Diggs confronted me. She sent me a message first, per his instruction.
Okay, that's the girl we're trying to figure out who she is. Okay, chat? I'm going to tell you why. It's all going to make sense when we figure out who she is.
We got in an argument after Mr. Diggs confronted me.
Now, remember the story that this is all emanating from. There's another girl who's a newer girl that Stefon is also fucking, and that girl comes to Stefon Diggs and says, hey, listen, the leak in your operation is your old bitch. She's telling your baby mamas who you're fucking. And Stefon Diggs don't like that. So it's this new girl who's fucking it up for the old girl.
I can't quite answer that.
Okay, yeah, she's talking about this new girl. Here we go.
Lindsay Boland, it works for Mr. Diggs.
Here we go.
Boland,
no, it's Lindsay.
And this person, she didn't like me. That fact that I was in the house.
So you mentioned Lindsay Boland. Who's that person?
Lindsay Boland, it worked.
Lindsay. It's Lindsay. Thank you. So, all right, I'm going to find this person. Stefon Diggs, Lindsay. Lindsay Boland. Or Boland or something of the sort. Let me see. Okay. Boland. Okay, we got to find Lindsay Boland. Who is Lindsay Boland? Does anyone know? You guys help me. Lindsay Bolin. Is it Boylan or Bolin? Lindsay. Stefon Diggs. I'm trying to find her. Oh, chat. Didn't I tell you? Yo, I'm sick and tired of being right, and y'all don't give me no type of credit. Like, yo, act. Well, no matter what they say about you, you are always fucking right. You're always right. Didn't I tell you? I didn't even see this chick. I said, based on the story I'm hearing, this woman, the chef, looks like she's in her 40s. I said, I guarantee that the new young girl is probably a younger girl that's a little bit more attractive, that got the ear, and probably he wants to have sex with the younger girl a little bit more than the older girl at this point. And what happened is the younger girl realizes, yeah, he want me physically more right now, but I could get this old bitch out to paint. Remember, the old chick, Mila, she's living in the house. She's the only girl he employs that he's fucking that lives in the house. So you know what the new girl is saying? I got to get this bitch out the house. I got to get her kicked out, right? Because they're all jostling for that main side bitch position. Look at who the side chick supposedly is. And this is coming from the public court opinion. This is the Instagram page, if this is true. Chat, come on now. It's always a chick like this, chat. It's always a chick like this. Come on now. They said Stefon Diggs on trial because allegedly this white woman, so apparently it's a white woman, who works for him, has an intimate relationship with him and set the events in motion out of jealousy towards the victim, a black woman. Look at her. She got an Instagram page? Oh, this is them right there. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there it goes, chat. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was knocking the cobwebs off this pussy. Oh, yeah. Chat, I told you, man. Chat, am I ever wrong? This one in court looking like this. He get a little younger, a little bit more attractive. She probably a little freaky. You know? This one spits. This one swallows. You know how it goes, chat. By the way, I like how this Instagram page trying to frame it like this a white woman messed it up. No, this shit was fucked from the beginning. Women are always going to jostle for a position, white, black, no matter what color they are. So what's crazy is Lindsay's best friend with BM number 5. So you know what's interesting? If this comment is true, it says Lindsay is best friends with his BM number 5. Well, you're really close friends with Cardi B. So all of his baby mamas are friends with his workers that he fucks all of them. Somebody says, so none of his baby mamas or girlfriend thought it was weird or a red flag that he was housing and paying these IG model chicks? Yo, that's a cold game. I can't even hate on it. Like, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's a bro hitting everything. Do we have a her last name does not belong to Hispanic or Latino descendants. Does anyone know her Instagram name? Does anyone know her Instagram name, Chad? People keep saying jealousy. That's not jealousy. Y'all are both side chicks. It's not jealous. Both of them just want to get to the position of being the main chick. But not really the main chick, because the main chick's Cardi B. You just want to get to the position of being, getting the most perks. Does anyone know her at name? Anyone know her at name? It's Lindsay Dawn. Let's look. Huh? Oh, this is her. Oh, man. Oh, man. Stefon Diggs like him. He like him all type of ways. Oh, yeah. She was. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Stefon's hitting this too. So apparently she was working for him. Yeah, okay. Ah. So now cat's out the bag though. So all of his girlfriends or his baby mamas now know, damn, she got some tig old bitties. She got some tig old bitties. Is that lip filler, chat? Let's see her tag photos. Oh, she's tagged in some photos with him. She's tagged in some photos with him. Okay. Ah. Interesting. Stefon Diggs walks over to the sideline. It makes sense to me now, chat.
And this person, she didn't like me. That fact that I was in the house.
So you mentioned Lindsay Bolden. Who's that person?
Lindsay Bolden, it works for Mr. Diggs.
And how? What does she do?
I can't quite answer that. I just know he provides housing, pays her rent. I don't know. Yeah, she works for him. I don't know. Instagram DM message was sent to his child's mother's friend. And this message was stating that I was telling his personal business of...
Keep out of that nigga's business, man. So he was cracking both of them. Let me keep looking at this girl. Holy. What do you rank her, chat? You know, these girls, like what I realized with Stefon Diggs, this girl is bad enough to be a side, not a main, you know? Like, nobody knows her. Like, you get with Cardi B, but, like, you smash this every couple of days or every couple of weeks or whatever, yeah. And by the way, I've met some of Stefon Diggs, like, you know, like, flings. Like, they look bad. Like, these are probably no disrespect to these women because this girl does look attractive. But these are probably the least attractive girls I've seen. I met some chicks in Miami who were supposedly, like, his... they call themselves exes, but they're probably just side chicks. They were fucking drop dead gorgeous. I'm like, God damn, this bitch is bad. So, yeah, all right. So this is the girl who fucked it up. This is the girl who fucked it up. Makes sense. Is she a stylist or something? Oh, this is Stefon Diggs right here. Yeah. Stefon Diggs right there. She's still getting fucked. She's still getting fucked. And she got the other chick out the paint. Perfect. Okay. All right. Makes sense. Let's go back to this. All right. So now we figured that out. So this was another worker. I'm hoping he's not fucking her, but with Stefon Diggs, you never know. Yo, they said the chef made Stefon Diggs an Oscar Mayer wiener, bro. A dry ass Oscar Mayer wiener, bro.
I just want to recap on one issue.
Okay.
I think you said Miss Adams complimented your hair. Did she tell you anything else?
No. She was like, "Oh, your hair's getting long and it looks good." I was like, "Thank you."
Okay. Did she tell you she was assaulted?
No.
Strangled?
No.
You're the chief of staff?
Correct.
I have no further questions.
I'm over here.
Thank you. Good morning.
He occupied it, but when we did the walkthrough, I was.
Okay, so when you were first looking at the house?
Yes.
But that day you were not in that room?
No.
Okay, so whatever could have happened in that room, you were unaware of anything that could have happened in that room?
Correct.
Your Honor.
Sustained in that form.
All right. Anyway.
Have with this job?
It depends on what.
Is this another worker? Yo, this nigga hire all bitches, huh?
I had.
You know what I mean? I'm a feminist. I don't want no bunch of niggas around me, man. Fuck out of here.
Not that I recall.
Hear anything unusual?
No.
Who is this?
I don't remember exactly the time, but 5 o'clock.
Wait, she's the head nurse? Ha! Head chef, head nurse. Yo, Stefon Diggs. Hold on, let me see if she got cheekas. Nah, this looks like a plain Jane. This is a plain Jane right here. Not much curvature. Let's see, chat. Oh, look at how Stefon looks at her and be like, yo, nah, this is Becky with the good neck. Becky with the good neck. Becky with the good neck. Come on, look. Oh, he fucking her too. Oh, man, that nigga. Oh, man, that boy fucking everything moving, bro. The way he looked back, you could tell, bro. She sucked him into infinity, bro. Oh, man, this is a look at how he looking at her. Oh, he fucking this one too, bro. Jesus Christ. You could tell. Look. Eye contact all the way to the wazoo with it. Like, yo.
Watch yourself. You can remain standing and face the clerk.
Please raise your right hand.
Yeah, her body a little bit too straight though. Like, nah. But you never know. Sometimes them little white girls that they be wearing these unassuming dress. They don't shop at Body by Raven. They don't shop at Pretty Little Things. So they got some shit that don't really match the curves. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, chat, have you seen this new sorcery recently? Yo, these chicks got these pants on that create the butt, bro. I swear, like it has like. It just creates the cheeks. It's like these spandex, my nigga. And I was like, what the fuck? What type of sorcery is this, bro? Yo, women always got some way to just like fuck up the algorithm, dog. Like, they got these joints that like, it has a cut where it just shows like the butt being bigger than what it is. You know what I'm talking about?
You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Oh, sure. She's on his side. She's even looking over at him. Yeah.
Let me sit stand.
Hey, Stefon.
Good morning, ma'am. Could you please state your name for the record and spell your last name for the jury?
My name is Juliana Stratoti, Stratoti.
Are you from Massachusetts?
Yes.
What do you do for work?
I'm a registered nurse.
Oh, the head nurse. Oh, yes. Yo, Stefon Diggs, the fucking legend. Head chef, head assistant, head nurse. Yo, oh my God, this guy's too good. This guy's too good. The guy got a living nurse, a living chef, a living maid. This guy got it going on, bruv. Yo, I can't believe women really. Yo, I feel like I've been hating on a nigga. Like, yo, this nigga got game. This nigga got a head doctor in the crib, dog. A head doctor. Like, Jesus Christ. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Yo, chat, this is like high school. Yo, you ever been like, yo, I gotta go see the nurse. Yo, can I get a hall pass to go see the nurse? Yo, this is the head nurse.
Where do you work?
Full time, I work at Mass General Hospital, and then I have a side, a per diem job at the Drip Bar.
What is the Drip Bar?
Drip Bar is a wellness and hydration service. It's a franchise, but we have a location in Foxborough.
Okay. And so what do you do as a nurse for the Drip Bar?
Provide like wellness services, hydration, like extra therapy for people that you don't get prescribed, like at a hospital or through your primary care physician.
Does some of that involve making house calls?
Yes.
Oh my. Yo, Stefon Diggs made me realize I'm living wrong, bro. What's the point of having millions if you don't got a living chef that got a BBL who twerking while making you an omelet? You know what I mean? That could extract your protein while serving you up a milkshake. Like, come on. You got like, you got an appointment with a physician, but it's a head doctor. Come on. Yo, Stefon Diggs made me realize, what's the point of being rich if you're not hiring these people around? Nah, this is too good. House calls.
December 2nd, 2025, did you do some kind of treatment, a house call that afternoon?
I did.
And where was that?
At Mr. Diggs' house.
How much pussy does one man need? Yo, chat, I thought I was horny. This nigga takes it to another level, bruv. Head nurse, head chef, this shit crazy.
Had you been to that house previously?
Throat therapy, like, this guy is.
And that was at 7 Schoolmaster Street in Dedham, fair to
Yes.
say? Do you remember what time you got there?
Most of my appointments were 4, 5, or 6 o'clock. I think that day I got there at about 5 o'clock.
I may approach, Your Honor?
Yes, right.
Yo, this nigga fucked everybody.
In front of you, I'm going to ask you to take a look at that and tell me if you recognize what that is.
That's me ringing at the front door on the Ring camera.
All right. And is that a fair and accurate depiction of you arriving at the house on December 2nd, 2025?
Yes.
I would move to admit as Exhibit 12.
No objection, Your Honor.
Thank you. Be so more.
And I'm going to show you another photograph and ask you to take a look at that.
That's me leaving the house on the Ring camera footage.
All right. Is that a fair and accurate depiction of you walking out of that house in the afternoon of December 2nd, 2025?
Yes.
I would move to admit as Exhibit 13.
No objection, Your Honor.
Thank you. Be so more.
13. I'm going to put Exhibit 12 back in front of you and ask you, there's a timestamp at the bottom right corner.
Your Honor, may we be seated in sidebar?
Yes, of course.
Sidebar.
Appointments routinely were. Do you recall what time you got to the house in Dedham that afternoon on December 2nd?
That day I got there at 4:50
Okay. PM?
p.m.
And do you remember when you left the house?
According to the Ring camera footage, it was.
Let me ask you this. Do you remember when you left the house?
I don't remember exactly the time, but all of my appointments were roughly 45 minutes to an hour long.
All right. And so on December 2nd, 2025, do you think, how long do you think you were in the house?
Probably about an hour.
In the house, when you were doing the treatment, where did it actually occur physically inside the house?
In the living room.
So then fair to say you were in that house that afternoon for about an hour, maybe a little less?
Yes.
Okay. Anything out of the ordinary that day?
Not that I recall.
Hear anything unusual?
No.
Did you see anything unusual?
No.
I have no further questions. May I?
Yes.
Okay, so she was there around that time. Nothing was sticking out.
Had you gone to Mr. Diggs' house prior to this date?
I had.
And how many times have you done this before?
A handful of times, I think. Before that was 2 or 3. Okay. After that was a couple. And
without you saying the actual names of any of your clients, what kind of clientele do you have with this job?
It depends on what services they're looking for. So kind of all across the board.
Okay. Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Okay, so they get her off pretty quick.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's called Stephanie Anastasi. Or what was in it?
All right, he can't be fucking these ones. No way. No, like, we got to give him some type of credit.
My money. And like somewhere between the 9th, 10th, or 11th. Either one of those dates. Yeah, first time in Denham, but not like elsewhere at his house. Wherever he lived before that, I would go.
Got it. And
this was he's fucking the braider. Yo, bro. Yo, this nigga's cracking the fucking hair braider, bro. No way, chat. There's no way he's fucking the hair braider too, bro. No fucking way, bro. Body check.
Just watch your step and remain standing and face the clock.
Okay, thank you.
Please raise your right.
Oh, he's fucking a braider. God damn, man. How much pussy does one man need? How much? Even a fucking braider. How much pussy does one man need? Yo, chat, let me tell you this. With the amount of fucking that nigga was doing, I'm surprised he could even make it to the football field. Yo, chat, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, nigga. I do some DIY construction stuff outside my house, and if I bust a nut, I'm weak up there. I'm weak. I'm bringing shit. I'm a little weak. This nigga was probably busting 8-9 nuts a day. How the fuck did he go play football after this? This nigga is a menace. This nigga's a menace. I'm telling you, TMI, but any nigga who busts a nut like you a little bit weaker. You know, that's life force. This nigga was cracking 8-9 holes. Still going to practice. How? Nah, shorty came up here caked up. Like, yo, double cheeked up. Yo, this nigga Stefon Diggs, yo, he probably just needs some nudes to hire you. Yo, what's up? Y'all need to get my hair done. All right. What, you want to see some proof of my work? Just send me the OnlyFans and send me some ass shots. Straight up.
Just watch your step and remain standing and face the clock.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. You may sit or stand.
good afternoon, ma'am. Could you please state your name for the record and spell your first and your last name?
My name is Shai Charles. It's spelled Xiacharles.
What do you do for a living, ma'am?
I own a hair salon and I braid hair, natural hair.
Oh, she Jamaican too? Oh, man.
And where do you live?
I live in Brooklyn, New York.
You said you own a salon. Do you have an actual physical location?
Yeah, I do.
And is that down in the New York City area as well?
Yes, it's in Crown Heights.
How many clients do you have roughly?
Too many to count. I have lots of clients.
Okay. Is one of them Stefon Diggs?
Yes, it is.
How do you know Mr. Diggs?
I started doing his hair when he played for the Buffalo Bills.
Do you know how many years ago that was?
I'm not good with dates, but whenever he last played for the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you actually do Mr. Diggs's hair, how long does that process actually take?
I would estimate probably about 3 to 5 hours, anywhere between that. Yeah.
And where have you done Mr. Diggs's hair?
At his house. He travels a lot for work, so wherever he needs me to do his hair, I go.
Is that true of other clients you have as well?
Yeah.
Oh, she Trinidadian. She Trinidadian. My bad. She not Jamaican. She Trinidadian. She Trini.
Have you been inside Mr. Diggs's house in Dedham?
Yes, I have.
All right. Do you know when he lived there?
I don't know when he occupied the space, but I could tell you the first time I went there to do his hair.
When was that?
It was when the season started with the Patriots, probably about July, September, around that time last year.
So that'd be 2025?
Yeah.
Okay. And had you been in Mr. Diggs's and other clients' house to do their hair previously?
Yeah, I have lots of celebrity clients, and obviously they wouldn't want to come to the salon, so I go to them. So wherever they're at, I go meet them there, whether it's a hotel, their house, wherever.
All right, so it sounds like September or July, fall of last year was the first time you were in Mr. Diggs's home in Dedham, but not the first time previously.
Yeah, first time in Dedham, but not like elsewhere at his house. Wherever he lived before that, I would go.
Got it. And having done that, did you meet some of the people who were normally around?
Yes.
Do you know a person named Sonny?
Yes.
Who's that?
His assistant.
Right. Did you meet any other family members of Mr. Diggs?
Yeah. Everybody that's in the house, his brothers, his mom, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet a person named Mila Adams?
Yes, I have.
Who's that?
It was his chef at the time when I met her.
And so when did you meet Mila Adams?
At the same time, I went to the house for the first time, so like around July, September, whenever the season started with the Patriots.
Of last year?
Yeah.
Did you meet at the house?
Yeah.
And how much time were you at the house kind of the first time you met Miss Adams?
Probably like less than 24 hours or around that time, because I know I had a client the following day, so I just had to come do his hair. But that was late in the evening, and so I had to leave the following day. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
How long?
Adams?
Yes, it is.
All right. And
Ooh.
did she cook for you?
She made breakfast.
And same question on December 3rd. Did you spend December 3rd with her?
I did.
Did you see any bruises, redness, marks on her face at that time?
No.
So this is basically the day after she claimed she got strangled, and this chick is saying no one's seen. By the way, I think this is the defense case. If you don't know, the prosecution go first, and then the defense gets to put up a case. So they're bringing up a bunch of people to say, hey, you were around and in the vicinity afterwards. Did you see any signs that she was abused? And they're all saying no.
Were you able to see her neck on that day?
Yes, I did.
Were you able to see her chest on that day?
Yes, we all stayed in the same room, so we got dressed and everything together.
Okay, understood. And did you see any marks or bruising or redness?
No.
On any of those areas? Okay. Did you see any such marks or bruises or redness, anything like that, the entire week you spent together?
No.
Okay.
Okay. We can kind of skip through this. Look like they're going to go to a verdict. They take a lunch or something. Okay, this is closing arguments, I think.
That way. She didn't want him to think she was trying to quit her job. And she told you she was trying to keep her job. She was trying to get back. She also told the police 4 days later, 5 days later, that she had quit her job on December 2nd. We know that that was a lie. Not just from the fact that she actually told you that that was a lie, but from the actual evidence that you have in this case that is undisputed. that evidence goes on.
This is the prosecutor now.
If you remember Miss Adams' testimony, she said that that was after she had an opportunity to kind of put herself together. She said she cried, she changed her clothing, she kind of started packing. The question you may be having is, why would she act that way? Why was she going out and smiling? Well, I'd suggest to you that
this is a weak-ass prosecutor. He don't even look like he believes the shit he's saying. Why did they even bring this case? This is the prosecutor chat. This nigga don't even look like he believed nothing he's saying, bro. What the fuck?
all the people she's around are people that have known Mr. Diggs much longer than they've known her. I suggest you even consider the relationship she had with Mr. Diggs. He was a sometimes lover, a boss, landlord. He was a athlete, a celebrity, financially powerful, surrounded by people that were all on his payroll that liked him. That when you put that all in consideration, her behavior does make sense in that it was her way of continuing on past that. And she told you that they had a complicated relationship. She said they argued all the time. So that might also make sense as to why she texted them afterwards saying, hey, trying to make amends or trying to figure things out, why she gave the birthday present afterwards.
This prosecutor got a lot. So the prosecutor's trying to explain why she's smiling, dancing, no bruises, gave the nigga a gift after she claimed she got her ass beat. Or she got strangled. Yeah, I don't think they're going to buy that one, buddy.
In this case, you heard 4 kind of things, right? You heard things that weren't evidence. The openings, these closings, questions, things that were stricken, those are things that aren't evidence. They can kind of give you some context, but those aren't the evidence in and of themselves. You heard the actual evidence. That was the testimony from the witnesses, the videos, photos, and you'll be able to see also all those text messages. The third thing you're going to hear, so things that aren't evidence, things that are evidence, and the law. The judge gave you some preliminary law at the start of the case. She's going to now, once the closings are done, instruct you on the full law. I ask that you give her the...
Okay, I think this is a bad closing. This is instructions for the from the judge. They look like they deliberated for about an hour, right? And they come back, and when they come back, the verdict is read.
Will the jurors and the defendant remain standing? All others may be seated.
Madam Forelady, has your jury agreed upon a verdict?
Yes.
On count 1, strangulation or suffocation, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
On count 2, the charge of assault and battery, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Madam Forelady, members of the jury, hearken to your verdict as the court has recorded it. Upon your oath, you
not guilty, people.
Say that the defendant is not guilty of the count of strangulation or suffocation and not guilty of the count of assault.
Don't cry now, Stefon. That dick of yours got you all in this trouble, man. You fucking too many bitches, and it's not gonna stop, Stefon. I'm glad you beat this. Men, we're having a comeback this year as men. A lot of these lying ass, bitches. It's just not going their way in putting us in jail. It's not going their way in ruining our reputations. Like, I think people are starting to kind of get fair. Remember this whole Believe Women movement? Like, that shit was bullshit because half the bitches were lying. Now it's getting back to a fair place where, people are giving the benefit of the doubt. I want to salute the NFL who, when they were confronted by this issue in previous times, they would have normally just suspended this guy without pay. indefinitely for conduct detrimental to the team. You know what the Patriots did? The Patriots said they were standing by their player and that they were going to look towards the legal justice system to actually show the truth and bear out all the evidence in front of a jury of his own peers. After this whole process, he's found and he's acquitted, and his NFL career is not ruined because they didn't sideline him. They didn't tell him to go home. They didn't cut him from the team. And I hope he takes this as, even though we're in a different time where I do believe that as men, we're having a little bit more of a leeway where people aren't, just the accusation is just not enough, right? Like it probably did affect his reputation for a while, but it's now hopefully people could realize it was a complete bullshit charge. But I do want to say to him, Stefon Diggs, I get it. You have an insatiable appetite for sex and fucking all these chicks, but you have to realize this is going to be cyclical. You have a main girl, 7 baby mamas. Then you have a bunch of employees you're also fucking. There you have a bunch of women who are jostling for position, and you are the money cash cow. You are worth $100 million, and everyone wants to make sure that they're the last bitch that sucked that dick. And if they feel like they're getting pushed out the pitcher, pushed out the equation, getting demoted, they're gonna come with some type of lie if they can't get you back on their side. So again, just be very careful. But I don't think it stops here if he's gonna continue having dozens of women. And I'm not telling how much he should or not have, but this process is pretty much explaining that it's his own fault. He wanted to be smashing all his workers. Assault
and battery. So say you, Madam Forelady?
Yes.
So say all members.
Somebody say he was cut. He wasn't cut because of this. He wasn't cut because of it. Was he cut? I thought he was on the Patriots. Oh, he was cut from the Patriots. My bad. But he wasn't cut for this. If you ask me, he wasn't cut for this. I just think that he just wasn't producing at the level they need him to produce at.
Members of the jury.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Chat, we don't know if he look at it, a little single tear. Yeah.
Please be seated for a moment. Everyone be seated. Jurors, I told you during this trial.
By the way, I could tell his lawyer was amazing. His lawyer here was amazing. I need to look up his name. Probably high-powered attorney too, doing his thing. High-powered.
In my instructions that the verdict was your responsibility and your.
Is this his mom?
Responsibility.
Can't tell.
Alone. Jurors, I want to thank each of you for your careful attention and your service throughout this trial. This case has involved a heightened level of public attention. Despite that, you have remained focused on the evidence presented in this courtroom and the law as I instructed you. That is exactly what is required, and it is essential to the fair administration of justice. I recognize that serving as a juror in any case can be demanding, and in a case such as this, it may have required additional patience and sacrifice. The court is grateful for the seriousness and integrity with which you have carried out your responsibilities. Now that your service is complete, you are free to...
Okay, that's it. Wow, interesting. People. Hey, Vlad, I feel like I've given you a lot of good advice. I want to give you some more advice. And it's coming from a place, of course, of friendship and also being cool. Vlad, I know you're having your moment in the limelight. You're having fun responding to the Aries, Spears, and Boosie. But I'm going to be honest, Boosie has not said anything to you in a while. And if Boosie's your friend, you don't want to kick his back in just because you have other people who will do interviews with you. I seen Vlad do an interview with 6ix9ine. And, I imagine that they were going to talk about the Boosie stuff. But I feel like Vlad is dragging it a little bit. And if he does want to eventually at some point reconcile with Boosie, you don't want to keep kicking him that people kind of people are looking at Boosie like a joke. And he's going to take that out on you because you're the person who keeps dragging it. So anyway, he did an interview with 6ix9ine. They talked about Boosie. And the interview looked like it got pretty good views. And Vlad made this video. Check this out.
Hey, yo, check this out. Check this out. So a lot of people want to say they franchise players. They put up numbers. They do big stats Check this out right here. Look at this. Look at this. 10 hours ago, 204,000 views. Tekashi 6ix9ine, clip number 1, part 1. Not even a big clip yet. We're not even talking our shit yet. But look at that. Look at that. 204,000. About to be a lot more than that. You heard? Peace. Hey, yo, check this out.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm just like cautioning Vlad a bit because Boosie, you know, you got to treat somebody like a friend. Like I feel like, you know, I completely understood Vlad saying I only spoke on this Boosie thing because Boosie spoke on it first. He didn't tell the full story, so I told the full story. Okay, cool. Boosie's now done his own interview, this and third. But unless I'm mistaken, Boosie's not consistently online, like kind of like, Vlad, I'm sticking it to you. And it's kind of starting to feel like that now with Vlad and Boosie. And I think that this is how you start to make it where you guys never become friends again, right? Where it could get to a point where like Boosie might feel like you're trying to just shit on him, right? You're trying to shit on him with these other guys or these other people. And especially, I thought the original incident or the original transgression came from Boosie probably thinking that, hey, him and 6ix9ine aren't the same type of person. So when you do an interview with 6ix9ine speaking about him, I could see Boosie not being that happy. But again, this is only if Vlad cares about the relationship and salvaging it. I feel like it's going down a path where Boosie's gonna come out soon and say "fuck you, Vlad," and I think they've both kept it nice, but it's a little bit over. There's some passiveness there going. If you guys didn't see the video or the interview, let's look. DJ Vlad. Here is here's the first interview part.
Person to be on the Facts TV at least May 6th, so
On camera.
that's dope.
And I'm wearing your chain too.
Thing is, like, pocket watching fucks up a lot of shit, right? From a man, it's strange. From a girl, it's like natural. You know what I mean? Because a girl's like, no, babe, he just did this, he did that. They fall in love with Instagram. For a nigga to do it, and especially a nigga that says he stands on principles, I'm just talking about Boosie, I know that's your man's, but for him to pocket watch, remember, he's your boy. Like, he's been interviewing you for how many years before? No, hold on, no, wait, don't defend him. Before I interviewed with you in 2025, how many interviews, what year did he start?
Well, technically, our first interview was 20 years ago. So, but way before Vlad TV, when I was doing DVDs. So, 2006 was the first interview.
Came off for this. He should have way more loyalty to you if it's fucking a century. You know what's a century?
It's 100 years.
A
decade.
No, a decade is 10 years.
Right, so 2 decades.
So 2 decades. Yeah. We were both wrong. I took facts. But listen, just say, right, if he's been 10 years.
I feel like Boosie's somewhere sitting back and saying to himself, I think 6ix9ine. No, I think Vlad's friendship is whoever makes. Vlad's the closest friends with who makes him the most amount of money. Because I think Boosie's starting to become a little bit hurt. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Boosie's becoming a little bit hurt.
Facts TV right here, best fucking shit in the world. But just for him to fucking talk, right? Just for him to be fucking, speaking about whatever the fuck, you making $1 million off of this man?
Right, he's not making $1 million. So
why not?
Those numbers went up.
10 years?
No, but he didn't start out at 25. He started for free, and then we went to like a couple thousand.
How long has he been in 25,000?
Maybe like.
And his number. See that? Can you see that?
Right, but that's not.
I don't
really,
know why it went up.
That's not really how it went.
But this is how it really went for 6ix9ine. Right? So 6ix9ine has been skyrocketing, and I've been taking pay cuts and you actually been pocketing the money like a honest Jew, but you haven't gave that to Boosie, and you have my full like permission to give him some of my money.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to give Boosie some of that Tekashi money?
Yeah.
So you'd come back?
Yeah, so he could build more properties on his estate. I think, like I said, I think his Boosie estate should be Vlad estates. All the money you paid him along the way. You know, rent is cheap in Atlanta. Like, beyond cheap. Can we go on Zillow?
And do what?
And look at, like, houses in Atlanta. Like, you get a house for, like, $500,000 with, like, 1 million acres.
Yeah, like a lake and everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he
catches the same fish over and over. You know that, right?
Well, he put fish into his lake. It's
just crazy.
Catch, I guess, some
can
of the
we
same fish.
post, and I'm not going to do this because Facts TV, can we post the same fish he has caught for the past 10 years since he knew Vlad? It's the same fish. That fish probably has like 100 hooks through his mouth.
Shout out to Lake Boosie. It just got built like maybe about a year ago. Listen, at the end of the day...
And he had Mexicans working on it, which fucking irritates
Mexicans definitely worked on his property, yes.
So I feel like I should have some say on his property.
Okay, I don't know about that, but all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking...
Vlad is a petty motherfucker, man. Let me tell you this. Vlad has probably made a good like 60, 70,000 milking these things. And Vlad could probably be like, you know, even make more views, but also probably make situations right. Let me try to bring Boosie back in. Let me offer him the 30 now, right? Because he was getting 25 already. Just offer him a 30. Also, Olive Branch, you get your friend back. But I think Vlad is like, man, fuck this shit, man. Like, I'm getting all, like, he's made a good amount of money off these responses. But I don't think he's thinking, yeah, let me try to fix these things and bring these people back in. I think he's like, fuck it, man.
Straight hooligan activity. I see people jumping off the rocks and doing crazy shit. It's just crazy.
Well, yeah, because after the Boosie situation, because Boosie heard about what you were making. Now, I never actually said what you're making, right?
Yeah.
I said you want to say it?
Can you tell the world?
You want to do it?
No, wait. Can you? I don't give a fuck. But can you tell the world? All right, just say.
You want to say it?
Yeah.
50,000.
So you paid me 50,000.
Right, for the first interview.
For the first interview,
yeah.
And then from 50,000, can you tell the world what I went to?
I think you went to 15 next.
So let me go back to my fucking calculator. And did I ever bitch about payment?
Nope.
All right, let's go back to the calculator. Sorry. So if we start at 50,000, guys, can you see that? We start at 50,000. You subtract it by 15,000. Right?
Well, no,
you receive 35,000 pay cut. So I took a 35,000. I could have said, Vlad, I'm the most watched person on your interview. You have to pay me. If we're gonna run this back, you have to do this. You have to do that. The balls in my court.
You could have actually raised it up.
I could have raised it up.
Yeah.
I took a $35,000 pay cut, guys.
True. That's fair.
Well, we'll see how everything goes. Boosie's been like pretty quiet recently. Pretty quiet. Don't know exactly what's going on with him, but I do wish him well. All right, give me 1 second. Let me figure out. What else I didn't talk about. Nah, 6ix9ine is hilarious. Okay, did you guys want to get into the Aries Spears things, or you think you're good? Like, I think we're kind of good, Chad. I think we're kind of good on that, but Aries Spears did respond. All right, let me just respond to him real quick. Or not respond to him, but like react to it. So Aries Spears, because I'm kind of tired of all this Vlad stuff. This is him responding.
Dan,
Check this out.
Why do get up in my mind before I came over here in my hotel room? This is why I'm East Coast biased. East Coast energy is...
Here we go.
Love that... The East Coast is just... Want to say it? Once a million years ago.
Okay.
And I was making James Brown jokes, and he called in. Yeah, but they don't know where the money is. Usually when I do this segment we call Stupid Motherfuckers, it's a few people, and we usually do it on the emails. But we're gonna start this one with one particular stupid motherfucker on this one, because we gotta get to it. So without further ado, Mark, do that shit.
Your shit, you stupid motherfuckers. I ain't having it, you stupid motherfuckers. I'ma wreck you. Stupid motherfuckers. Stupid motherfuckers.
The one stupid motherfucker for today goes by the name of Vlad. Oh, shit. This motherfucker.
Oh, we're doing this?
We're doing this. Listen, man, I don't know. Listen, I don't know internet shit. I hear words like algorithm, viral. I don't know that this is going viral, but it's everywhere, and apparently everybody got something to say. Listen, man. Just so y'all know how this whole thing really popped off. I said to Vlad about wanting more money. He said to me. And listen, sometimes, and I'm guilty of this myself, the way you talk to people. If you don't talk to people the right way, and I'm not saying I talk to him the wrong way, but Vlad is such a narcissist and sensitive. And listen, I'm an egomaniac. I got my flaws as far as some of that goes, so I'm owning up to that. But I'm also not gonna kiss your ass, which is to say, I guess in Vlad's mind, maybe I approached this wrong, even though I just simply said, yo, man, I would like a little bit more money. To which he said, and this is where he kind of rubbed me wrong, where he just goes, something, and he said it so blatantly, like, you don't do what Boosie does, and I don't care what people say in terms of them telling you, yo, I watch the show for you. When you're not on, I don't care for it. When you're on, I buy subscriptions. The minute you leave, I cancel the subscription. All I'm simply going to say is there's value in that. And I know I might not, I don't.
Aries, I keep disagreeing with you, even though you have slightly a point. The value in that, I keep telling y'all, Vlad is a numbers guy. If you point out 5 comments, there's going to be a cumulative value of the 5 comments. Is it seen in the numbers? Do we see subscribers rise and drop when you come and go? Do we see your numbers, whether viewership or whatever, go significantly higher than other videos? So the value you're talking about, what Vlad is responding with is actually addressing the value. It should be seen in the numbers. That's the game you guys are in. You guys are in this game of, I'm trying to bring you as many views as I can. Vlad is trying to monetize it and it gets you paid. You're bringing comments. He wants qualitative numbers. Not just 1 or 2 comments that might be just anecdotal.
I don't get the numbers that Boosie gets. So I'm not asking for what Boosie gets. But what I'm saying is, if there is value and people telling you that, yo, I watch because of him, I get subscriptions because of him, well, the nigga, break a little bread. Because if I'm the last of the Mohicans, and I thought Tony Yayo wasn't on anymore, but he still is, as far as I know, Lord Jamar quit. Godfrey, I know for sure, quit. Boosie, because he's not getting the money he wants, he quit. If I'm one of the last staples left that generate numbers.
And I think he's very incorrect by that. Not because you're, Vlad addressed this before. This is why his response now is a little bit odd. Like, it's like Aries Spears, we could see the dark circles around the eyes. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but it feels like he's not also listening to Vlad. This idea of a franchise player, Vlad literally said he doesn't care how many times you appear. He literally said that you are basically like that easy girl at 4 a.m. that's always up. You text her, be like, hey, you up? She's always up. She's down to get fucked after your other bitches flake out on you. That's kind of what he described Aries Spears to be, like just somebody who's convenient for content. However, you're not a staple of Vlad TV. Like, the guy is literally telling you that the people who he would consider a staple are the ones who give the most amount of views, and you're not even mid-level. I think you're on the lower half. So when you say that Boosie left and this person left, well, if you can't bring in views that's comparative to them, who gives a fuck if you leave?
Work with me. And the main thing that struck me wrong is I said, Vlad, don't tell me my worth. Because while you might feel I'm not, and maybe he thought I was asking for what Boosie was, which I wasn't. And I thought I made that clear. I'm just saying that if I have any value, let's talk. But to simply go, oh, I'm not gonna pay you just based off what people say. And I'm going, I think there's value in that. And then so he goes,
yeah, but in any business, in any business agreement or negotiation, you got to quantify that value. So, and I'm so shocked by, like, you know, when I'm explaining to grown men, or I have to like these guys are old. This guy's like 60. Like, how do you not know business? Okay, you have a few comments. Are you armed with stats to actually leverage yourself to be able to get more money? You came with a couple of comments, not actual analytics.
Yo, I'm gonna call you. Let's talk about it. And at the time he wanted to talk, I couldn't talk. I was busy. So then when I didn't call him at the time he told me to call him, next thing I know, I see the clip of him talking shit. So I text him and simply said, you know,
that's not true. And I hate to defend Vlad on this, but it's not true, Aries. What you did is that you went online and said you think that relationship might be cooked. And you said that you basically made it a public thing that Vlad didn't acquiesce to your demands of more money. And after you did that, Vlad responded, right? Yeah, Vlad definitely said fuck you afterwards and whatever, but you know, you can't omit that part of the story. You went online to say your side of something the public weren't privy to in the first place. The thing is, you're now claiming he's talking shit when he responds to you.
And like, I was almost rubbing my forehead when I did it. It's like, man, please tell me that you're not doing what I think you're doing. Please tell me you're not throwing me under the bus because I didn't call you back. Like, please, Vlad. And I literally text him all this. Please, I didn't even watch the interview because I'm just hoping you're not doing what I think you are. His reply, fuck you.
Well,
wait. And then the next thing I know, here we are. So say what you're about to say.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. I think that was the closest to an apology that we're going to get. That was great. I like it.
Just
the funny thing is, you could tell the people around him are basically like kind of encouraging him to like, just apologize to Vlad, bro. We're doing this podcast in a motel. This is not the best look. Like, you know, you used to use that podcast to kind of get some reach over here. It's not that serious. Apologize to Vlad and let's go.
Versus being at home playing PlayStation. You niggas kill me with that bullshit, Vlad. At what point do you think why do fools fall in love with Lorenz Tate, Halle Berry, Vivica Fox, Kings?
Oh, we started popping this shit.
You're not gonna beckon me. I'm busy.
Oh, here we go.
Blah, blah, blah. You still want to, but you never responded.
It's like a slave ship. As far as I know, Lord Jamar, as far as some of that goes. So I'm owning up to that. But I'm also not going to kiss your ass, which is to say, I guess in Vlad's mind, maybe I approached this wrong, even though I just simply said, yo, man, I would like a little bit more money. To which he said, and this is where he kind of rubbed me wrong, where he just goes, something, and he said it so blatantly, like, you know, you don't do what Boosie does, and I don't care what people say in terms of them telling you, yo, I watch the show for you. When you're not on, I don't care for it. When you're on, I buy subscriptions. The minute you leave, I cancel the subscription. All I'm simply going to say is there's value in that. And I know I don't get the numbers that Boosie gets. So I'm not asking for what Boosie gets. But what I'm saying is, if there is value and people telling you that, yo, I watch because of him, I get subscriptions because of him, well, the nigga, break a little bread. Because if I'm the last of the Mohicans, and I thought Tony Yayo wasn't on anymore, but he still is, as far as I know, Lord Jamar quit. Godfrey, I know for sure, quit. Boosie, because he's not getting the money he wants, he quit. If I'm one of the last staples left that generate numbers, work with me. And
Vlad, it says you don't generate numbers.
Main thing that struck me wrong is I said, Vlad, don't tell me my worth. Because while you might feel I'm not, and maybe he thought I was asking for what Boosie was, which I wasn't. And I thought I made that clear. I'm just saying that if I have any value, let's talk. But to simply go, oh, I'm not going to pay you just based off what people say. And I'm going, I think there's value in that. And then so he goes, yo, I'm going to call you. Let's talk about it. And at the time he wanted to talk, I couldn't talk. I was busy. So then when I didn't call him at the time he told me to call him, next thing I know, I see the clip of him talking shit. So I text him and simply said, you know what? And like, I was almost rubbing my forehead when I did it. It's like, man, please tell me that you're not doing what I think you're doing. Please tell me you're not throwing me under the bus because I didn't call you back. Like, please, Vlad. And I literally text him all this. Please, I didn't even watch the interview because I'm just hoping you're not doing what I think you are. His reply?
Yeah, he's doing exactly what you think he's doing. Firing you on your day off. That's what happened. Beat it, brother.
Fuck you.
Well,
wait. And then the next thing I know, here we are. So say what you're about to say.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. I think that was the closest to an apology that we're going to get. That was great. I like it.
And just for the record, to all you people hitting me up going, yo, man, y'all need to make up and get back on the show because y'all two are like Howard Cosell and Muhammad Ali and the chemistry. That ship is sailed.
No.
It hasn't. That it's almost like a slave ship. That they got the niggas off of Africa and they went to America. That is gone.
Like Ike and Tina, you're going to be back together.
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh, come on.
No,
Okay,
sir.
but
not after all the shit he said about me, about Andy, and the lies. But go ahead.
All right. So he said, what time works? You said 5 p.m.
No, I didn't. I said, I'll let you know.
After 5.
I said, I'll let you know.
I saw the screenshots.
I know, but I'm just saying. At first I said, I'll let you know. I'm not sure. Then he picked the time. He said, let's do it at 5. And I never responded him.
What was the thumbs up for?
I'd have to see. I don't know what you think.
Okay, so I thought you said after 5, and then you didn't call him.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, hey, blah, blah, blah. You still want to, but you never responded. And then he reached out again and was like, hey, you still want to talk? And then you're like, at some point.
Okay.
So
that
you're
warrants,
coming in here trying to ask for more money.
Hold on.
Then...
Wait. But even if I said that, okay, at some point, I'm busy. At some point.
But there's probably stuff leading up to it.
But tell me what about that warrants you going, I'm going to just completely lie, throw this nigga under the bus, and talk shit.
Yeah,
I said at some point.
Maybe.
Here's what you're not going to do. You're not going to beckon me. And this is where Vlad's ego and him being a narcissist. You're not going to beckon me. You're not summoning me. I'm busy, nigga. I got shit to do. And despite what a lot of people believe, my legacy does not live and die on Vlad TV.
No one said it.
No. Because people in the comments love to go, and I can show you, man, your career, man. You done fucked up. You done fumbled the bag, man. Your career. Listen, motherfuckers, I've been doing this for 30 plus decades. Before Vlad was ever
30 years.
36 years.
Yeah, but 30 decades is
30 years. I mean, my bad. 3 decades and change. My legacy does not rest on Vlad. Before Vlad was ever a thought, 16 years, started at 14, 16 years old, debut HBO Def Comedy Jam, Martin Lawrence. 17 years old, Showtime at the Apollo, Sinbad. Appearances on Different World. 8 years on a TV sketch show that won Emmys. Movies like Jerry Maguire, The Pest with John Leguizamo, How to Sync with LL Cool J, fucking even movies that weren't great that were fucking Break My Weed up on the DVD movies.
Josie and the Pussycat Dolls, bitch.
Josie and the Pussycats. Motherfucking, the movie I did with Lisa Ray with Robin Givens and Terrence Howard, man. Fucking, and I'm not saying, why do fools fall in love with Lorenz Tate, Halle Berry, Vivica Fox, Kings with Halle Berry and Daniel Craig, James Bond.
All right, Aries Spears, man. You too grown not to know business, bro. Too grown. And if you were going to come to the internet with this weak-ass shit, you're not even being funny about it. You seem upset. Vlad is clowning you. Vlad is making money off of you not being on the platform. I think you just played yourself. I hate to say it, brother. Chat, have you heard this latest drama? There's the latest drama about Key and Peele. Do y'all remember Key and Peele? So Key and Peele,
the strangest.
So Key and Peele is this comedy duo that basically they were the second iteration or the remix iteration of what Dave Chappelle did with the Chappelle Show. They kind of did it in a Comedy Central way. It's a little bit corny, if some people would say, but it worked. Black people, white people, corporate people, they could kind of relate to it, and they actually liked it. They got many deals subsequently, and later on, by the way, this is what's his name? This is Key, and this is Peele. So this is Jordan Peele, and I forgot this nigga's first name, but this is Key. Anyway, eventually they kind of separated. So they separated, and this guy went on his own. He's the one who did Get Out. He's done a bunch of black films, and people actually consider him as he was the genius of the group. He's like, they said Desus and Miro. Well, Miro's the untalented one. The talented one is the ugly nigga with the beard. So there's, in any duo, there's one with the talent and one that's just a jester. You know what I mean? Like, they're jester maxing, right? So this guy right here, he's gotten cut out of the picture. We don't know where he's been. But this guy right here, he's been making movies all over. Recently, what's happened is that people have now kind of came up with some theories why they kind of split and why this guy is nowhere to be found while this guy is like one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. It all has to do with this one comedian who pretty much did a Hannibal Buress move. It's a female comedian that did a storytelling of, she didn't use their name, but she used similar names, and she basically explains that the reason why his career is fucked up is because, ironically, it's some Akash Singh, Jada Pinkett stuff, basically saying that his wife, who injected herself into many of the business situations, is insufferable. I'll let this person give a better breakdown of it, but yeah, if you ever wonder what happened to Key and Peele, this is supposedly what happened.
Things about Jordan Peele's Hollywood rise is that Keegan-Michael Key is nowhere in it. And once you notice it, it becomes hard to ignore. Key and Peele were one of the greatest comedy duos of the modern era. They had the timing, the chemistry, the writing, the characters, the cultural impact. Their show gave us sketches that still get quoted years later. They were not some random double act thrown together by a network. They had a real creative language. Then the show ends and Jordan Peele becomes one of the most important filmmakers in Hollywood. Get Out becomes a phenomenon. Us proves he wasn't a one-hit wonder. Nope shows he can make a big original studio film with his own voice. Whether you love every movie or not, Jordan Peele became a director whose name alone sells tickets. He went from one half of a sketch comedy duo to an Oscar-winning filmmaker with a level of creative control most comedians never even get close to. And through all of that, Keegan-Michael Key is never really part of it. That doesn't automatically mean they hate each other. To be fair, the public version has always been much softer than that. Key has said he and Jordan do not see each other as often anymore, which he called a tragedy, but he explained it as life moving in different directions.
You can never take it away from me. He's got an Oscar. You can't take it away from him. And then I got a little verklempt. Then I cried. Oh, yeah, I did. I'm just so proud of him because he started working on this script the year after he left Mad TV. So that's 9 years ago. That's about 9 years ago.
Peele lives in Los Angeles, and creatively, Jordan moved into horror, while Key moved into other acting work. Key has also said their friendship is still good.
The problem with Key is that sorry, when you get your rise like how he did, he's like Carlton. You can't unsee him as Key, so nobody could see him acting in a different role as somebody else. Also, some of the acting he did in the sketch comedy sense was supposed to be overdone and overblown and kind of came across as bad. Like, like he would like, hey, yo, son. Like he would do like these over accentuated, like, character type of things, which was meant to be like almost like part of the joke was the parody of what he was doing. So he's not like people look at him like, oh, he's a great actor.
Good, and that when they reconnect, they pick up where they left off. So the official story is not a dramatic breakup. The official story is distance. But now, because of Akilah Hughes' recent story, people are looking at that distance differently. Hughes told a story about a comedy duo she coded as Locke and Banana, which most people online have interpreted as Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele. She did not simply say these two stopped working together.
Now, I'm gonna play her stand-up Yeah, she where is it?
Most people online are looking at that distance differently. Hughes told a story about his distance. Official story, and they reconnect. They pick up where they left. Official story is distance. But now, because of Akilah Hughes' recent...
Akilah Hughes, okay. Akilah Hughes. All right, so this is the video. She doesn't say the name, and I got to apologize already because she has the band playing while she's telling the story. But apparently she worked with Key and Peele, and she's explaining how pretty much everything fell out. And just check this out.
Well, I'll be using code names tonight because I don't want to get sued, which means you're getting some really hot celebrity goss. So, this is a story about open secrets in Hollywood and people who don't warn you about things and finding out the hard way. So before I even did podcasts, I did comedy in New York, and I got headhunted to move to LA, and I think that I always thought, you know, this is the job that will move me there, but like there'll be so much opportunity in Hollywood, which is now a dead industry. If you're thinking about it, think about something else. But at the time, you know, 2020s, I'm like, this is great. And I had just done a show for Comedy Central that was starring me and my friend who was in a movie with Ryan Gosling recently called, what's the movie called? Project Hail Mary, yes. So my friend Milana Weintraub, shout out, she and I made 3 sketches for Comedy Central. They went really well, and then COVID happened. And so we had this big dream of getting a TV show, and it really got dashed. But, you know, I realized I liked making sketch comedy. I liked having the big production behind it. I was tired of being like a self-starter. I wanted to sell out. And I got the opportunity. A few of my friends who work for different television shows came to me and they said, do you want to make a sketch comedy show, your star vehicle, where, you know, it'll be you and you'll be writing about, you know, the media and misinformation, but like through the lens of sketch comedy. And I was like, yes, but I need someone to help usher me in. And so one of those friends said, hey, I've got a great person to give you this opportunity. He is, and I don't think this is too shady, I think it's true, the less successful half of a comedy duo that was prolific in the 2010s. Perhaps, you know, I think their code names could be Locke and Banana. And Locke is gonna use his name to carry you to the forefront of pop culture. And so we came up with a pitch. We practiced it. It was like so good. I mean, like not only is there a keynote presentation, but there are videos. We get one of the people pitching with us to go on Piers Morgan and force him to say the tagline from the show, unwittingly. We are selling the show all over town. And, you know, we get a few offers, which is like a feeling that like is unlike any other, where you're like, we are wanted. Like it's coming together. And during the pitch process, Locke gets his dream. He's asked to host SNL. And he does. And we have this agreement. We're like, and you're gonna say the name of the show, you're just gonna put it in there at the end when you're doing your thank yous at the end of SNL. And we should have known then that like he didn't say it. And it was like the only thing he had to say. But there were some things he said that were like weird, and thanking his wife, who becomes a weird main character in this whole story. And so my agent at the time
what is it with the wives?
Calls me and she goes, how is pitching going? How do people feel about Locke? And I'm like, oh my God, they love him. Everybody loves Locke. And she's like, that's great, that's great. How do they feel about his wife, who is now somehow the executive producer on my show? And I'm like, you know, I hadn't really thought about it. I don't think people like her very much. And she's like, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. And I'm like, okay, so like, are you saying like we're not gonna be able to sell this? Or she's like, listen, people like you and they like Locke. It'll come together. And so I forgive this sort of moment. But you know, that should have been the red flag where I said, hey, maybe we like pause this. We haven't sold it yet. We're all still free. Let's just recalibrate. Not me. I was like, no, because it's more important to have a celebrity attached. So we keep going. We get 2 offers. One, kind of mid. The other from a major studio that I won't name because I don't want to be sued. But you can imagine that their main character is vermin, if you think about it. If he was in your house, you wouldn't like that. But if he was at a theme park, you might be excited to see him. So we signed the deal. We are locked in. We are getting several figures. It's all gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And so I'm celebrating one day. It's the Olympics that didn't happen in 2020. It's the weird 2021, and I love the Olympics. And so I'm waiting for a burrito to come to my door, and I get a phone call from, like, unknown, which is probably a bill collector, I think. But hey, I'm riding high. So I answer the call, and it is from Banana's wife. And Banana's wife said,
Locke and Banana. So that's Peele's. So that's the talented one's wife. Okay.
hey, I just had dinner with Locke and his wife. They say they're doing a show with you. And I said, yeah. And I, again, don't know how she got my phone number. So this seems urgent. And she says something that, like, chills go down my back. I never eat the burrito, spoiler alert. She says, I'm just calling you because I wish someone would have warned me.
Whoa. We got bombed in, chat. We got bombed in. Okay. So Jordan Peele's wife calls this young producer or writer and says, hey, I noticed you're doing a show with my husband's partner, Key, and you're supposed to be one of the writers. Let me give you the warning before. Okay, so the wives don't get along.
She does about an hour of a monologue at me about how,
Okay, so Key's wife, Peele's wife gives her an hour-long monologue.
She thinks that his wife is like Phil Hartman's wife. That she wouldn't trust her to hold a baby. That she once poured alcohol on her birthday cake and this person is sober. And the thing I moved to LA for this job. I'm not a woo-woo person, but this woo-woo thing happened and I do think it was like the Lord. She says to me while I'm watching the opening ceremonies, mouth agape, there's a sweaty man from Tonga, and she says, there's no accounting for how much money she's cost that black man. And the light above the television burned out. This is a second red flag. I should take the hint. It's not gonna happen for me. But I think, you know what? Me and Ratatouille's boss, we're gonna keep going. They don't have to be that involved. They're non-writing EPs. They're just lending their name.
Okay, so this is the common strategy, and I'm trying to put y'all on game when it comes to production. What people do when they're trying to go up the ranks, right, in film and TV is that they start sharking what's called executive producer credits. Now, sometimes an executive producer could be really involved where they're approving budgets. They are hey, we're going to give this budget for hair. We're going to do this budget to shoot this. We're going to bring these people in. They might even help with direction. They might even help or direct the writers in what needs to be done to make whatever they need to make. But also, sometimes you could have an executive producer who their name is on the thing, but all they did was basically kind of look at it and say, oh, that sounds good. That's it. And a lot of times you can't tell who did what. So people will just look at your resume. So, oh, you've worked with these shows. That means you must be good. Now, what she's kind of describing is that Key's wife becomes the executive producer. And when she says, you know what, this is a non-writing producer, she's thinking this person can't interrupt with my job. She's just trying to get a credit for whatever project they're doing, but she can't interrupt with her job.
To the project. So we start grinding on a pilot. That's the job. We are meeting, and I'll tell you, Locke is busy shooting a movie with Timothy Chalamet, a remake of some sort of property that never needed to come to fruition. Hasn't helped Timmy's career at all. And I asked my agent, I'm like, should I fly to London? Should I warn him about what I've heard? And she said, that's a grown-ass man. He chose to marry that person. Don't do it. And so we just keep writing on it. Finally, we're in pre-production. This is like May 2023. And I'm excited. We're doing like a last meeting about going through the sketches. We're all feeling good about it. And for once, the wife joins the call. She first of all, she comes on and then yells at everybody because she said she got the wrong Zoom, but everybody else was on the Zoom. Anyway, she's here to offer notes. Yeah, she has no credits without this man. Her notes are, comedy happens in threes.
So basically, what I'm getting here is that this woman who thinks she marries a comedian, which is Keegan, thinks she's now qualified to tell other comedy writers what comedy is. It's the kind of like the Jasleen Akash thing. Because your husband does comedy, you think that you would be funny.
The letter K is funny. And finally, give the audience some candy. Now, how do you implement these notes? In a script that is a half hour long, has people attached, has a location, and we're all just like, sure, man, we'll add 3 Ks or something. I don't fucking know. Like one time she bragged on one of our calls about knowing Kristen Cinema. So I said, what that bitch have to say for herself? She did not like that. Well, she didn't like that nobody laughed or thought her ideas were good, so she threatens to sue the network. Now let me pause there because I brought a text. I brought something that was another red flag.
It's messy, chat.
That I should have seen. This is from Dumois, an anonymous blind item that someone submitted. They said, since Locke was hosting SNL, I wanted to say, whenever I see him, I can only think of his wife. She has a bunch of food allergies. And she had an allergy attack about a eucalyptus plant by her table at Tribeca Grill. And then, in parentheses, on the celeb sighting list. Acting like she couldn't breathe. The plant was fake, and I showed it to her. She just said, oh, and acted totally normal after that. He was very nice about it and apologized after. He left a good tip. Bizarre, though. And so she threatens to sue the company. She threatens to sue the vermin. And so for a month, we hear nothing. We're no longer in pre-production. We're waiting around. My dreams, the thing I quit my dream job for, thinking I was gonna be ushered into the pop culture memory of the United States of America, is on hold. And they get back to us after a month and they say, hey, we paid them off the project, but you have to write a whole new pilot. And I'm like, at this point, well, fuck, like these are all our best ideas. And also, like, they're like, one day you can perform that for the internet, but like we own the TV rights to that. So we do what writers do. We come back together and we write a banger script because we know that if the vermin has nothing, they have IP. And we write a script that is filled with Muppets. We believe that we're gonna have something worth fighting for. And, you know, we know that the strike is coming. It's in all of the papers. We all know that, like, there is this entertainment breakdown on the way. But we have, like, a few more weeks to just shoot the fucking pilot. And right before it happens, you know, Bob Iger's come back, Bobby Gare, and he's got my dream in his hands. And he cancels every single show in production. And then we all go on strike. And so that is just a project that I could not talk about, that was never
Disney's
announced,
CEO,
that was supposed to be my dream, that fell by the wayside. But, you know, there is an upside to this. You know, Julie said at the beginning, there are beginnings and endings all the time. And so that did end. And look, you know, what can be said? Locke, He's still playing, you know, I don't know, a frog in a movie about a video game, something like that. He never gets to be himself in public, and his partner has won Oscars. And everyone knows that his wife has ruined his career. It is diminishing returns. He's doing insurance commercials where there are other celebrities in it who are playing themselves, and he is playing a guy with a guitar. And that's the story of how close.
Damn, cautionary tale. Cautionary tale to all celebrities, man. A woman could ruin your whole shit, man. Ruin your whole shit. Okay. Really quickly, let me see, by the way. I played this before. Someone sent me a DM off a fake page. They said, go to Gorgeous Doll Official on TikTok. What? I spelled it wrong. Gorgeous. And they said, watch the last 2 TikToks about the Stefon Diggs thing.
So I'm on the phone with Mila, right? Chef Mila. Mila, you on this bitch?
Yeah, Cardi.
Okay, cool. We've been on this bitch for an hour and 30 minutes. She didn't tell me every motherfucking thing. But I'm going to let her handle her little shit on her legal side. But I want to let y'all know that at the end of the day, it's so much more to this story. It's so much more that the prosecution did not.
What she fucking lied about, or I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I think something did happen. I think they probably did have like a heated argument or something like that. But the dude is innocent. What more is there to the story?
Submit on her behalf. They took this case and pretty much put her in a position of not being able to tell y'all the truth. And I'm gonna keep this video cute and sweet, but I want y'all to know. That nigga, those bitches, the shit that she has sent me, the text messages, the proof, everything she has sent me, yo, like, I'm disappointed in myself right now. I'm disappointed in myself because I knew how she was as a person, and I second guessed it. And I always have good discernment. But I've been sitting on the phone with Mila for an hour and a half. She sent me everything. Every fucking thing. Between Stefon, the hairstylist, the other motherfucking bitch, don't know her motherfucking name. But at the end of the day, this is not over. So I'm going to let her talk to her lawyers in the morning. And then one thing I will tell you is that when I support my bitches, when I go behind my bitches, I'm on that. I'm on that. Because we not about to let nobody underdog them. We not about to let nobody run bitches over because they don't got a platform or because they don't got a voice. I don't play those games. So right now, I'm letting everybody know. Lawyers, Massachusetts, DA, everybody. Okay? I'm letting y'all know. Don't worry about my fucking wig, bitch. I took it off. But I'm letting y'all know right now that when she gives me the green light, I'm blitzing everything. I'm blitzing everything. Because this is exactly why it's like they need more girls that understand this motherfucking life to speak on this shit. Y'all don't understand this lifestyle. Y'all don't understand how these niggas be, how this shit goes. Y'all don't understand. So y'all got outside opinions and not understanding the inside of all this shit. So I'm going to let Mila talk to her lawyers in the morning. And if she give me the green light, it's green lit. Mila, green light, green lit.
Okay. Is she saying anything else?
I need y'all to be smarter. Okay, I need y'all to be smarter. I need y'all to think, why would the state pick up a case that they would lose? Why would the state pick up a case that they would lose?
Okay, now you're cooking, because, yeah, this is clearly, they picked up a case where the detective went on the stand and said there was no evidence. What the fuck?
Or did the state pick up a case that they thought they could win, and then something happened last minute, and they decided to let it ride? States don't fucking pick up cases that they're gonna lose. Like, are y'all not understanding that? And now me seeing...
Well, that's not true. That's not true. And I just thought of the answer, actually, to the question. They picked up the case because of her statement and because of him being a football player. I think they probably offered him mad plea deals. Guaranteed. They probably offered him mad plea deals, and he turned them all down. He knew they had nothing. He knew he had more people to come in and support his story. And they couldn't just drop the case. because that's just kind of how it works in state court. Now, in the feds, they wouldn't have picked up this case at all. They wouldn't have picked up this case. But the state got to try to prosecute everything.
Everything that I've seen that she has sent me, I'm fucking irritated because it's something. Something happened. States don't pick up fucking cases that they know they're gonna lose. Are y'all not like asking the same questions I'm asking? Why would y'all said this was a waste of time? This whole case was a waste of time. It was a waste of time. If it was a waste of time in the beginning, why would they pick it up? Why would the state pick this fucking case up if there was never no proof? That's what they showed y'all, is that it was no proof, right? It was no proof. Or did the state pick up the case and then something happened before court and they didn't submit the evidence? Are we all slow? Are we all fucking slow? And that's why I called Mila and said, Mila, you gotta give it to me, babe. You gotta give it to me. And I need y'all to think that. Why would the state, the prosecution, the DA, pick up this case? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Why would the state pick up this case if they knew they were going to lose? Or did the state pick up a case they knew they could win and then allegedly maybe something happened? I don't know. Something was paid. I don't know what was said.
Is she alleging that Stefon Diggs paid off the state of Massachusetts and the DA's office to throw this case? I think the opposite would be probably more likely of a scenario. Mila sucked. She's a liar who clearly was a fake chef that was getting cock shoved down her fucking trachea. She didn't even deserve the job and was bleeding with entitlement and also jealousy. All these chicks were all jealous of each other, and they were jealous over penis. And when it's dick and pussy business, the state should not be trying to send niggas to jail, especially when these people, you were getting paid $2,000 a week to make some fucking Oscar Mayer wieners. Like, Oscar Mayer wieners for $2,000 a week, dried up hot dogs, like, come the hell on. You should have been thanking that man for hiring you. And then if you claim he's choking you out this and third, you're giving him a birthday gifts, you're doing this, you're dancing, you're smiling, nobody sees any scars on your neck. You're a fucking liar and a manipulator. And I knew you were a liar and manipulator. I'll tell you why. Because after you were trying to threaten to leave and you realized he was down to let you go as a chef, you not only wanted to be compensated for the whole season, you thought he was going to invest in your business. Why would he invest in your business if he's trying to cut all ties with you? That doesn't seem smart. Invest with the person you don't want to speak to again? Huh? Doesn't make sense. But you wanted free bread.
Something happened. The state isn't picking up a case that they know they're going to lose. Are y'all not seeing 1 + 1 = fucking 2? We're all saying the same thing. This was a waste. This was a waste of time, right? This was a waste of time. This was a waste of time. No DA would pick up this motherfucking case against this fucking NFL player, knowing it would be everywhere, all in the news and everywhere. They're not going to pick up this fucking case knowing it's a lose, knowing they don't have no evidence. There's evidence. They just didn't fucking submit it. They didn't give her the chance to say everything. Are y'all not understanding? That's why, for me, this bothered me so much, because I said, ain't no way.
She was horrible to understand. If she stayed up there a minute more, even the state said in their closing, they said she might have not been the best witness. Come on.
Why would the case pick up? Why would the state pick up a case that they knew was a loss? They were gonna lose. Why would you pick up this case that you know you're gonna fucking lose? The state, the DA doesn't pick up cases that they're gonna lose. The DA doesn't pick up cases that they know are a L. Like, and I know a lot of y'all don't know the law. Y'all don't know the prosecution. Y'all don't know how shit works. But the fucking DA, the prosecution, is not picking up a case that is a loss. They're not trying a case that is a loss. They're going to settle before anything. They're going to offer a plea before anything. Why did they pick this case up?
Yeah, I believe they offered a plea. But because of the nature, I keep telling you, in certain cases, especially when you're all the way innocent, you don't even if they give you a softball plea, you say no to it. You know why? The stain of the accusation stays on you, right? So you take a plea, it's going to be written in every tabloid, hey, Stefon Diggs took a plea in his woman strangulation case. What does that sound like? It sound like, oh, you strangled her, but at least, you're taking some accountability. No. The way it turned out, we now say Shorty didn't tell the truth because he didn't strangle her. That sounds a lot better. So I think, it's one of those, it's the same thing with the A$AP Rocky thing. They remember they had offered A$AP Rocky like 3 years or like, what is this, a couple of years. They'd offered him like some really short amount of time. He still turned it down. Now, granted, he could have taken that because that wasn't a reputation hit. Shooting somebody's not a reputation hit, at least in Rocky's world. But when they came with that weak-ass proposal, he's like, no, I'm taking it to court. I'm going to spank this thing outright. And he did.
Why? Like, yo, please. And my thing is, it's like, for me, I have no personal interest in this. It's just that a girl that I know, her
okay, enough is enough. Like you're being cryptic, you're not saying nothing. Like, we really don't give a fuck that to that extent to hear you try to be cryptic about some shit we don't give a fuck about. Okay, it's yesterday's news. He beat the case. If you're not coming with the shit, we don't want teasers. Okay, all right, chat. It is that time. We have to tap into our favorite thing. Here we go. Yep. This is our favorite thing to do, chat. Yeah. We're checking in on the circus. The Blueface Circus. The only place where you could get one ticket and be entertained for a lifetime. They got babies, crackheads. They got everything at the Blueface Circus. They got retarded people. They got everything. Hair hats, weaves, fake lashes. They got all time. Yeah, Blueface got the best circus known to man. Okay. Now, on this latest episode of the Blueface Circus, Blueface is, if you don't know, you haven't been caught up with the circus, this is his pregnant baby mama. She has a tattoo under her eye. Apparently she's fucked like 4 other dudes raw in the last couple of months. Blueface says he don't know if it's baby, but he basically, it's like a bingo hat. His DNA's in the mix. She'll find out later who the poppy is, okay? Now, she's living with him, and while that happens, Blueface said the most provocative thing. He don't want no old hoe, okay? He said he want the youngins. He says he wants a chick that just turned 20, that's turned 18. Why? He said that's like a 2026 car. He said nobody wants the old beat up 93 car. He wants the 2026. So what he did was he recruited 2 young women. They're supposedly 18, and he's saying he got two 2026 vehicles. Okay? And it's kind of interesting because these girls, they love being called cars and vehicles. Actually, this one here, she shouted out in the car, "Hey, I'm like a Hellcat. I'm like a Hellcat. I'm the 2026 Hellcat." Look, Blueface. Listen to this rant. By the way, he just brought them from McDonald's, or I think this might be Wendy's. They all got a 4 for $4. They got a kids meal, and they're in the back of his car, sitting in the child seat. Yes, they're sitting in the fucking child seat, and Blueface went on this rant saying this.
I don't want to be with no old hoes, chat. Sorry.
He tired of that old ass.
Like, chat, you gotta think, chat. Every year, it's a girl turning 18. I mean, they have dating like cars. This is 2026 right here.
Okay.
With 2026.
She gotta let it be known. She with tints.
In the back, you know me? I don't want to go get the 2002.
He don't want that old ass Benz no more, baby.
I don't want the 1993 Hyundai. You know me? I need me a 2006, Corolla.
Bro. He don't want that motherfucking Toyota. He want a Hellcat.
She's the Hellcat. Okay? Bagged him 2 18-year-olds, and he's tired of the old chicks now. Anyway, he brought them to the house, and he started having threesomes with them. So he brings them to the house. He's beating out their back. He's having threesomes with these girls. And after he's having threesomes with these girls, his baby mama shows up to the crib. Remember, he kicked his baby mama out on last episode of The Circus. He kicked her out because she was acting up. And she basically showed up unannounced. She's pregnant with the belly. And she catches him while he's fucking the 2 other girls. Listen to her reaction.
Bitch, you a hoe. You talking about 3 niggas. Bitch, you was 2. Actually, I don't remember fucking him in September. I was in it because it wasn't even in September. It was way before that. Bitch, my sick ass shell, bitch. I'm tired of you. Fuck is you talking about? And stop laughing at me, bitch.
All right, I'm sorry.
What is wrong with you?
All right, my bad. You know what? I'm just gonna take 5. I feel you. That's why I don't know what to say. I'm not good at this. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say anything else because nothing I'm saying is working. I just wish you wouldn't just pop up and just
I don't care.
crash out.
Weak, nigga. Fuck this bitch is locked in here for a motherfucking week for, bitch. It's giving trick system around this bitch. It's giving trick daddy. Fuck is you talking about?
Him is my cousin.
Get your bitch ass off my friend. Who fucked that cousin, bro? You been incest or something?
No. Who was that? Was that your brother? Huh?
Yes.
Well, you should listen to him. He's giving you advice. If you don't want to listen to me, we all love you. We just want you to.
How? You only love when somebody loving you. But it's okay for you to treat people however.
No.
It's okay that I already gotta be with enough of the shit that you do. And I'm understanding and I don't even be caring, but damn, you pushing me.
Okay. I'll spend the rest of the...
That's what I'm saying. No.
I'll spend the rest of the time with you.
No, it's been enough. Tell me get the fuck out. What is wrong with you? No.
You are really on one today. Can I have a hug?
No, I don't want a fake ass hug. Your
That's
shit-
not a fake hug.
It's fraudulent.
The camera's gone.
What?
The camera's gone. I just
The
want...
mic not?
They can't hear us hug. Come here.
I don't want a hug though. That shit's not real. You want to take pictures?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Blueface is a walking PSA that fathers stay in your daughter's lives. He gets the bottom of the barrel girls, no self-esteem. He tells them he gonna treat them like shit. She's pregnant in the house. He's having threesomes with 2 18-year-olds. He's disrespecting her every 20 seconds, calls her a whore. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe Krishan wasn't the problem, y'all. Maybe Blueface creates these type of chicks. Like, holy. Like, Jesus Christ.
I love you.
No, you don't. That shit fake.
Can you just relax?
No, I can't relax. How the fuck you expect me to fucking relax? My feelings are all over the place.
I know.
What do you expect?
I understand all of that. That's why I'm saying you need to be like, it's less stress.
No, it's no way to be less stressed without me being stressed this whole time.
Why are you stressed? Because
What do you mean? You're not making it easy on me. Fuck, just because $1,000 here and there, that don't mean shit to me.
Let's go.
No, you don't. This shit fake.
Can you just relax?
No, I can't relax. How the fuck you expect me to fucking relax? My feelings are all over the place.
I know.
What do you expect?
I understand all of that. That's why I'm saying you need to be like, it's less stress.
No, it's no way to be less stressed without me being stressed this whole time.
Let me tell you this. I keep telling y'all this, chat. This shit should not be seen for free. Blueface needs to start a subscription service I would pay. This is prime entertainment. Granted, their baby's probably going to be fucked up too. Like, I'm not trying to wish bad on her, but come on. Like, you could tell the environment here is straight clownery, right? I'm surprised we get this shit for free.
Why are you stressed? Because
What do you mean? You're not making it easy.
My natural instinct is to laugh. Don't.
With some shit this whole fucking week. It's not you and eat some fucking popcorn and have a good time. What the fuck you expect?
I would like to do that with
No,
you.
you saying that, but bitch, you been laid up with some shit this whole fucking week. It's not. You're laughing at
I'm
me.
sorry.
It's really making me
I'm really not good at moments like this. Like
It's okay, but when the table switch,
my natural instinct is to laugh.
Some shit.
My natural instinct is to laugh. Don't take my laughter as I'm laughing at you. That's
But
just.
it's okay.
When I'm under pressure, I
When
laugh.
your feelings are hurt, how it's gonna feel? It's gonna be a problem, right? You're gonna be ready to swing, right?
I
Right?
understand. You're right. You're right.
Well, damn. Blueface went on an interview and he, he went on to break down his way of pimping. Check this out.
Women have to make men feel like emotionally wrong for the things that they do for them to change, right? Does that make sense? Ain't no man gonna change for no female unless they feel like they're doing this female wrong because she is the right female.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
So it's a psychological thing.
Psychological.
Yeah.
So if I cheat and you cheat back, bitch, we even. What the fuck? I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel wrong at all. I'm gonna go cheat again. But if I cheat and you don't cheat back and you just sitting here crying like, damn, bro, I'm right here and you still doing it, eventually I'm gonna feel like, all right, yeah, I'm fucked up. let me change, you know? That's how men are. Whether anybody wants to agree or not, that's how men are. You have to emotionally get to us. You're not gonna physically get to us.
I agree with Blueface. The part I don't get with him is that Blueface has like, Blueface really don't care if his girl go fucks another guy. Like, once your girl goes and fucks another guy, you should feel embarrassed to call her your girl. Like, it's not tit for tat, my nigga. So she goes and so Krishan goes and fucks Lil Baby, and you're cool with saying, oh, my girl just fucked Lil Baby? I would think that would turn you off. It's not, oh, okay, now I don't feel bad for my cheating. It's like, I don't want to be with the girl who's fucking other dudes. I don't know. He doesn't think like that, clearly.
If I cheat and you hit me or you do some erratic, I'm not gonna feel it.
So you think a woman that has a man that's cheating should just let him get out his system if she really believes in him and wants him, like, and know that one day he'll stop?
No, I think she should touch him emotionally. She should let him know that, hey, look, you're doing this to me, and I'm not doing it back to you. So, you know, eventually you'll start to feel a type of way, right?
Yeah, especially if you're eating his ass and wiping his ass and all that. Like,
any man, if you cheat on a bitch 100 times and she does not cheat back one time, but she emotionally lets you know that, hey, yo, this is not cool, bro. I'm not doing it back. Why are you? You're gonna feel like a bully in a way. You're gonna feel like, damn, I'm just running over the bitch and she's a good bitch. Let me stop doing that. But you have to feel that way first.
Would there ever be a day where you refer to your girl as not a bitch?
Yeah, a golden retriever.
Yeah, you are sick.
On Schoolyard Crip, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Blueface is yo. I'm guessing they probably find him like attractive and shit like that. But like, chat, become famous and rich, bro. Like, just become famous and rich. Blueface interview.
I have that.
Real love.
Real love.
If you really love Nevaeh, how is it that 18 days ago you shot up the club with Rella and now you might have another Blue on the way?
Because my dick doesn't have love for anyone.
Oh, shit.
So, okay. Got it. So you have love, but your dick don't.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. So a woman who's in love with you has to understand that your dick is still going to do what it wants to do.
For now.
Okay.
While I'm still young. While I'm in my 20s.
Are you 20 or 30?
I'm 29.
You 30. So you're just going to blow this last year out, go out with a bang.
I mean, I just got out of prison, bro. I've been around all year for 2 years straight. While these bitches was out fucking, sucking, doing what they doing, I wasn't doing nothing.
Wait, are guys really gay in prison?
Not where I was at. They have certain areas where there's more gay people than others, but where I was at, that was like forbidden.
Got it. Okay, so Nevaeh is in love with you to the point to where she just wiped your butt on live.
Yeah, that was actually pretty surprising. In a way, I can say she's earning my love. She's doing certain things that's like, okay, you must love me.
Boy, you so full of shit. Wiping your ass on live. Like, why do we have to see that? Like, did that surprise you?
Yeah.
It did?
It did.
Okay.
So you have to see it.
No, we don't.
Because I'm surprised. I didn't think she was going to do it. I'm taking the shit, she's standing there like, you know, she follows me around and stuff. So I'm like, all right, wipe my butt then, shit. I didn't think she was actually going to do it. But she did it. It's 1 point. It was weird, but it's like, okay, you must love me because nobody's going to fucking do that. What if I was a paraplegic? What if I needed that.
So in your mind, the way you translate Nevaeh being there by your side, the other day to wipe your ass on live for us to see is that she's already earned more points than the women who you did a lot for that didn't even put money on your books when you were down. But she's showing you that if you were in a need, like a paraplegic, to have your ass wiped, she would do it.
Exactly. Or at least she loves me enough to do it.
Got it.
That's pretty good. I was pretty surprised myself.
Yeah, because I don't even want to wipe my dog's shit up.
I wouldn't wipe nobody's ass.
Do you wipe your kids, like when your kids were babies? Did you change diapers and all that?
Yeah, I mean, that's about it though.
Yeah.
I changed my kids' diapers, but I ain't wiping nobody else.
Would you wipe Nevaeh's ass?
I would now. See, that's the type of person I am though. Like if I see
you wipe my ass, I'm gonna wipe yours.
Yeah, like if I see you'll do something for me like that I wouldn't do for somebody else. But at the same time, you guys will condemn a gay person for being maybe undercover. Look up to you. So why would you steer them in the wrong direction for what?
What's the wrong direction? This is the right direction over here. Not that there's a right or wrong.
The wrong direction is something that you're not.
Okay, so why are you lying to these people?
Yeah, there's people who are actually living like that.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like it's okay for you to live like that, and then switch on?
All right. Enough. If you guys want to watch that, you can watch it. Chat, what we doing? All right, chat, I might just call it. I wanted to just kind of add a little bit more to last night's stream. There's still a couple things I didn't get to. We could probably get to it later. I see people want me to talk. Should I even address the Hassan thing? I heard he threw a bitch fit. I think he might have missed the point I was trying to say. So Hassan Campbell, I compared his situation to the Boston Richie thing. And my thing is that if your parents were around while you were getting abused, the first person we're going to blame is not the abuser. We got to blame your parent. You're on your parents' time as a kid. That's what I feel like. Boston Richie should not be able to do whatever he wants with a young girl when her parents are around. We got to look at the parents too. Anyway, Hassan is still, I feel like he's still going through some grief over the stuff he's been through. But I can respond to it fully later, right? Let's do that, right? It's 8:28 in the morning, top of the morning. I hope you guys have a productive day. We are going into day 2, and today will be day 2 of our stream. We're doing a 30 for 30. It's happening, chat. And, I told you I'm very happy that I was awarded the #1 spot in terms of media personality. But what that tells me is that, heavy is the head that wears a crown. You need to work harder. You need to do more. And you need to find a way to help and push other people. The reason why I was influenced by people, that when I see new media people that come up and they be like, I was influenced by you, I feel like, okay, we're passing the ball. So as long as that keeps happening, I'll be happy. And this year, I just want to keep pushing the envelope as independent media overall. All right, chat, love y'all. I'll be back later on. Okay.